May the force be with you.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Hello there.
Hello there.
Exactly.
It's a new week. How was your guys' week?
Pretty good. Doing stuff last minute, you know me.
Of course.
We had a pretty crazy week.
No.
A lot of family.
A lot of
stuff.
family.
My mom got sick. She's doing much better now, thank God. But that
No,
was
yeah.
pretty scary.
It
I had
was
my bridal shower, so that was fun.
hell of a segue.
Well, you know, there were really bad things that happened. There were really good things. that
Yeah.
happened,
Well,
so,
good.
yeah.
Good. Well, I hope all our listeners are also had a good week.
Yeah.
Before we get into the episode, just a few quick announcements. So this is not an ad for the show. It was not. They're not sponsoring the show or anything, but they did send me personally a free copy. So I did want to shout them out. So Galactic Empire is an awesome band. If you don't know who they are, they're a really freaking awesome band. Literally catered to nerds.
Yeah.
So picture the Star Wars soundtrack, just heavy metal, and it slaps
That's
tremendously.
badass.
It's so cool.
So they sent me their brand new LP that is coming. Well, their new record is coming out on May 5th. And this is really cool. I just want to take it out really quick because they did like 4 or 5 different versions of the vinyl itself.
Yeah.
Oh.
And let me just show you mine. This one's, look at this.
Ooh.
Oh,
Look at
snap.
that.
It's so cool.
That's awesome.
So I don't know if the camera can.
Yeah.
Yeah? See it?
Definitely.
So this side, and then this is side B.
Okay.
Look at that.
So cool.
So the brand new album coming out on May 5th, I believe. And here, I'll
Other
show you
side?
guys right now. Oh, other side. There we go. I don't want to. I'm doing a really bad job at this. But yeah, they make really, really cool music. I would show you guys, except we can't play the music on the show,
'Cause
or
it'll
else we'll get copyright
Copyright.
flag. But take my word for it, or check them out on YouTube, Spotify, all those fun places. They fucking rock.
Yeah.
They rock hard. They melt faces off like the Death Star laser.
Oh, yeah.
But here, let's put this on the screen real quick. So here it is. The website you can check it out at is purenoise.merchnow.com/collections/Galactic Empire. I guess that's not their direct website. This is where they're selling them from. This is the directly from I believe it is the company that presses the vinyl. I could be wrong because that is their. Let's see. Yeah, Pure Noise Records. So directly through Pure Noise Records. And they made these awesome variants. I honestly look at this one. This is I believe their Hyperspace
It's so
variant,
cool.
or inspired by Hyperspace. The official name is Cyan Blue and Electric Blue with
Ooh.
white splatter vinyl. This one sold out immediately. They're still up for pre-order, but I remember this one selling out almost immediately when they announced it. Just look at that. Beautiful.
Awesome.
But they have 2 other versions, including the one I got. I got the neon green splatter. Absolutely love this one. I love that they included like their logo on the, their version of their Imperial logo.
Yeah. That's cool.
The red one is also really, really
All their
cool.
branding is like really cool. Can I
It's
just
really
say?
cool. Really, really cool.
All their merch is awesome.
And speaking of merch, not only did they send me the record, here you can put it back on me.
All right.
They sent me their freaking shirt that
Oh,
also
hell
rocks. Look at this.
It's so cool.
Absolutely awesome. I love the art style.
Like classic sci-fi.
Yeah, classic sci-fi. I love like the off-white shirt that they went with. The colors, everything about it.
It's so
Absolutely
cool.
awesome. So thank you guys so much. Thank you so much to Galactic Empire. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you gifting me that. I'm a big vinyl collector.
Yeah.
And we haven't done it in a while, actually, because of space reasons.
Yeah.
Uh,
And you have to really take care of records.
no, yeah.
Like, you can't just stack a bunch of stuff.
No, you have to have like the proper storage, or else
Yeah,
they're gonna
yeah,
get
yeah.
messed up. And I've already played this record on our record player. It sounds beautiful. So that was really cool. I mean, I love metal. I love rock.
Yeah.
I love Star Wars,
Yeah.
and Galactic Empire just hits all the right places.
Yeah.
You know.
For sure.
But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I would definitely check out their new record. It slaps, and it's still up for pre-order if you want to get those LPs. I'll put the link down below as well for your guys' convenience and for you to check them out. And next up is we have. Oh, that's right. Also around the same time, you guys already know that we are helping organize Legends Con.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, if you do not know, we're very excited to be a part of it.
Yeah.
We are helping organize this event that is all about Star Wars Legends, celebrating everything from the comics to the novels to the video games to literally everything expanded universe.
Yeah.
It's run by some incredible people, some really, honestly, it's the positive side of the EU fandom.
Yes.
You know, where it's, you can like what you like.
You don't have to argue about it.
We don't have to argue about it, but
Yeah.
we're here for the EU.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, Legends Con is going to be so much fun. It's on September 9th and 10th at the Marriott Burbank in California.
Yep.
And that's what I was going to bring up was
Bring up the Instagram.
the Instagram and the pricing. But yeah, so we're super excited for that. So right now, tickets are available. And they're currently at early bird pricing. So yeah, here's the announcement. Early bird pricing ending soon, and it will be ending on May the 4th. So definitely, if you're interested in going, which you should, it's going to be an awesome event. Definitely get your tickets now before they go up in price on May 4th, because, you know, who wants to pay more?
Yeah.
So let's check out the Eventbrite. But yeah, here they are.
There's me.
Yeah, there's Bella right here on the right. Yes, I understand about the cookies. Jeez. All right. So yeah, Legends Consortium 2023, new fan-run convention focused on the original expanded universe books, comics, games, and other media that are known as Legends. Right? But yeah, so right now tickets are $50 to $75. Let me just confirm which is what. So weekend pass early bird price is $75, and student pass ages 12 and up is the one for $50. There's also the Cantina night tickets. It's pretty much the after party on Saturday night. And there's also kid passes for $10. So it's for kids 12 and under. But yeah, tickets will be going up in price. I don't exactly remember how much.
It's not by a ton, but
not by a ton, but you know, it's already $75 for
Yeah.
the weekend. So
Yeah.
might as well get them now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those will be going up in price on May the 4th. So don't forget to get your tickets while they are low in price. And then I know a lot of people like to wait for the day of as well to just buy them at the door, because, you know, it's not San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
It's not going to be selling out, you know, like that. You know, there's a lot of events that you can just go up the day of, buy your tickets. But again, the tickets will be priced a lot higher at the door.
And if you want to help us out, you know, we're a small convention. And
Yeah, exactly.
we'd like to have an idea of how many people are coming, because, like, as much as it would be amazing if there was just, like, a ton of people that show up.
Exactly.
We also want to be able to, like, accommodate and have an idea of what
Yeah.
the turnout's going to be like. So if you think, like, if you're 90% sure you're going to go, buy your ticket.
Exactly. No, yeah. You're right. It's a small convention. it's fan run and Lucasfilm approved, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's just make
Do it by the
make
book.
that very clear. This is a Lucasfilm approved event. We're following
Fan
all of their
event.
rules. Yeah, Lucasfilm approved fan event.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's awesome.
So we're following all the rules. We're making sure everything is up to their standards and by their rules. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We're working out a lot. There's going to be a lot of guests. Randy Stradley has already been confirmed to be there. Corona Betchko. Oh my God, there's so many that we're also already talking to that I don't want to announce before they're confirmed.
Yeah.
But we're very excited. There's going to be a lot of really fun guests there. There's also going to be a lot of really awesome exhibitors and artists and, a lot of fun stuff to do at the event.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're super excited for that. And, we're also going to be doing, like, exclusive pins. We're probably going to do, like, free
So we're
pins.
going to also be exhibiting.
Yeah, we're going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll be cosplaying.
Yes. EU
And
stuff.
You'll probably, you should cosplay.
I should.
Yeah.
We'll see.
At least one day. Half a day.
That George
Half a day.
Lucas one you did. Price.
The George Lucas one?
That's
Yeah,
my
thank you.
favorite.
Yeah.
Nothing
I
will
might
top
do
that,
George.
though. Like, I'm just being honest.
Yeah, well.
You peaked with your first.
I guess I shouldn't cosplay. Jesus.
Kidding.
All right. But we're going to be there. We're going to do a lot of fun stuff. And if I don't think I've announced it yet, I'm going to be doing a Force Unleashed inspired collection.
Yeah.
Exclusive for the show because we will be celebrating that month. And I'm pretty sure like either a few days before or a few days after the event or even during, I forget, is just around that same time is the 15-year anniversary of The Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because of that,
gonna keep saying yeah.
So Force Unleashed is EU, and we're doing Legends Con in the same month that it turns 15.
It all worked out.
So it
Heck
all worked
yeah.
out, and it makes sense. So I'm very excited to do that. I'm going to be working on a Starkiller, a Proxy, a Juno Eclipse, Ramcoda, and probably a Battle Damage Darth Vader.
Wait,
Yes.
are you
exactly.
gonna do a Sith Stalker?
I don't think I'm going to do Sith Stalker because technically that wasn't part of the storyline.
Touche.
And I think we want to see,
His face.
his face.
His beautiful
True.
face.
But I probably will do a Sith Stalker pin in the future.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can always add on to the collection.
Yeah,
too.
because I love I love that suit.
Yeah.
I mean, the only Force Unleashed pin I've made is the Sith Stalker helmet. I fucking love it, but
Yeah.
it's about time I do a
Yeah.
a pure Star Killer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm super excited for that. Keep an eye out for that. And while we're on the topic of pins, the last announcement for the day is our May the 4th drop.
Yes.
So May the 4th, we're going to be having our first of our weekly drops, and we're going to start our celebration of Star Wars month with a bang.
Yeah.
With we'll be dropping.
Drum roll.
We'll be dropping our Luke Skywalker inspired enamel pin.
Woo.
This is the first time that we've visited the OT in a while.
Yeah.
Since 2019, I think we
Been a
said.
minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. So I'm really excited. I was going to show a sneak peek of the design, but I forgot to send it in. But, we still have some time. I'll give you guys a sneak peek next week.
Yeah.
The week before.
I think May the 4th is the day after the episode comes out because it's a Thursday.
Okay, yeah. So we're going to be doing a May the 4th episode as well, but that's going to be coming out on May 3rd because, Wednesdays. But yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff for May the 4th and May the 4th celebrations. We're going to do our pin. We're probably going to do a sale or something like that, something
We
fun.
usually do some freebies for like the first however many orders and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So we'll treat you guys.
Yeah, we will do something fun, and we will definitely do something really fun for the May the 4th episode. We got a lot of we've been juggling with a lot of ideas, and we're trying to coordinate some things that hopefully do come through for our May the 4th episode, but we will see. And I think that is everything, and yeah, thank you guys. And if you could please make sure to rate, review, subscribe the episode. That really helps a lot and helps our channel, helps us reach a new audience. And we also just love to hear your feedback. So please, before you're done or once you're done listening, please make sure to do that because we want to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Long ass winded intro. So, but yeah, let's get into the episode. How about that?
Yeah.
Do it.
All right. Let's do this.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
Bruh.
Oh, we didn't read it.
Fine. We're all
If
fine
that
here.
ain't
No,
me
thank
around the
you.
magic
How are
section
you?
of any store. Drop.
Yeah. Imagine if Galactic Empire did our intro or a version,
Oh,
their version of our intro.
Like a remix. That'd be awesome.
Yes.
Hey,
I would love that.
that would be awesome. I'm just saying.
Just put it
Just
out there.
putting it out there for whoever may be listening.
But yes.
Yeah, but please, please, let me know. I'll pay for it. It's fine. But that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I realized that there's people listening, and we didn't read what it says.
Yeah, I thought you were going to, but
Oh, well,
I just started playing.
you-
So
Didn't say anything, but whatever.
Play it again. Yes.
it's
Yeah.
my fault.
It's always your fault. So it says, when your girlfriend lost you in Target 15 minutes ago, and she finally finds you.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
He's in the Lego section.
Me? Just hanging around.
That's literally.
Yeah, he's in the Lego section at Target.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, that's the only reason I go to Target.
Literally.
Yeah.
Why? What other reason is there to go to Target?
I went there yesterday and they had all of the helmets.
All of them?
All of them.
All of them.
I never see all of them. I'll see like
Hello,
just Vader.
boyos.
Yeah, just Vader or just like the TIE fighter pilot. But
Yeah.
it was sick. I was like, woo, like seeing them all together. It was
Yeah.
That's
good
a
soup.
blue moon, right? Like that's
Oh,
rare.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
no, it's
stock.
No,
super
yeah.
rare to
To
see.
see
yeah.
it stocked, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure after I left, like the next day, they're probably all gone.
Yeah. Ransacked.
Literally.
Yeah.
Ransacked.
I'm still looking for like it's not that hard to find, but I just like finding collectibles in person.
Yeah.
But I really want that
the hunt.
Lego bonsai tree that's like the cherry
Ooh.
blossom
Oh.
variant with all
Yes.
the little frugs.
That one is nice.
I saw the regular one, which is beautiful, but I'm like, no, I need the frugs. I
The
need
frugs.
the pink one. So I'm still looking for it.
The pink frugs.
Pink frugs.
Okay.
So,
So
I think you had something to tell us.
yeah.
I'm so
So,
excited.
Let me get a camera in. I had the most interaction at an IKEA this weekend.
IKEA.
IKEA.
Okay.
For anyone listening that doesn't know what an IKEA is, it's a furniture store.
If you don't know what an IKEA is, I don't know. How have you never heard of an IKEA?
They aren't everywhere.
I
There's
mean,
only like 2 in Southern California.
they're not world famous.
Yeah, but they're not everywhere.
I guess.
They're not in every state.
Anywho.
Okay.
I'm
Before
just
we
trying
get into
to
the
be
IKEA debate, dude.
considerate.
It's an IKEA. It's not like
Whatever.
I'm
Okay.
not.
Whatever.
Okay.
Continue.
So- Context. You guys can nod. I'm the most irresponsible lactose
You don't
intolerant.
need. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Okay, you agreed
Yeah.
a little bit too early, my guy.
yeah.
But okay.
Like
That
we'll
must-
drink a full glass of milk.
Yeah, definitely.
I agreed a little too early. Coming from the guy that bought 2 set boxes, a collector box, and that was just on Friday.
Oh yeah.
And then he comes over,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Well, let's go split a box."
Yeah.
And
he's
we
like-
get there, and he's like, "I'm gonna get a whole other box and a half."
Worth it.
Addicted.
Addicted. We're talking about magic, by the way.
Magic is cardboard crack.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh my god.
Okay. So that's the context. Horrible, right? So I went to eat lunch with my family, parents, my sister. Pizza, the works,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
I'm
At
over here-
IKEA.
Yeah. No. Like before IKEA, so the build up, right? The build up. So
Did you eat at the Costco cafe across the street?
oh no, that was some other place. we
Oh,
went.
okay.
But I'm thinking we're going home because I was like, Pompeii about to happen. so
Jesus.
I'm like, I bet we're going home, and it's like, okay, this car ride's pretty fucking long, and it's like, oh, we're going to IKEA, and I'm like, no,
Something that takes all day.
exactly. So so
Like,
we get there, and I was like, nah, I'm straight going to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, and not gonna get freaking graphic here, but it just took a while. Right? I was just
Okay.
sitting there, waiting for shit to be done. Right?
Literally.
Pun intended. Okay.
Pun intended.
So,
Okay.
location wise,
Good to
I'm
know.
in between two stalls. Right?
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm just staying there for long. The guy to my right, ripping it like there's no tomorrow. Right?
Was
but
it?
my luck, right? Call it acoustics, call it something. The guy to my left, but I guess he thought the guy making all those noises is me. And he's over here telling people like, hey, good luck, man. The guy in the middle's ripping ass. And I'm like, bro, that's the start of it. I'm like, are you dead ass? So the guy was
He
actually
just
pretty,
like poop shamed you.
yeah, definitely did.
He poop shamed
I'm
you.
like, oh my God.
He poop shamed you.
That's the start of
Sir, this is a
that's
medical
the start of
condition.
the whole story. So there's a guy taking the place from the guy who's actually making the noise, right? To my right.
Yeah.
So he comes in.
Was he like, can you keep
and
it
he's
down?
actually a homie, kind of, right? Because he is. He's like,
He's like, can
damn, that guy over there, like, he's talking shit. Like, he's an asshole. Don't mind him. You
Oh,
good, bro?
nice.
Right? He's like, you good, bro? I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, for me to elaborate that, hey, that wasn't me with the I'm just gonna be like,
just trying to
quiet,
do my
right?
business
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
No, dude. Dude proceeds to go, hey, but no worries. Hey, bro, you ready for battle shits? And rips one that goes,
You're lying.
I'm dead ass. He's like, hey, bro, ready for battle shits? He rips one. I'm dying. Like, I wanted to be prudent and not laugh. I'm over
Put
here
it in, he's like, let me rip ass
next to me.
against you.
No.
And you're like,
yeah,
I'm
because
not
it's like,
gonna laugh.
oh, the guy is talking shit. He's
Yeah.
probably ripping ass. Like, hey, let me join you.
Oh,
Right?
my
I was like, oh
God.
my God. He proceeds to say, between pushes. He's like, bro, they told me before about IKEA food courts, my God. I didn't listen. I was like,
Oh my god.
I
love how he-
swear, I'm dying, dude. I'm dying in that stall. I was
That
like
sounds
laughing my
something
ass off.
to say, like scripted.
I swear. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm gonna say this in the podcast. They're not gonna believe me. After his third round of letting his soul go, he turns into my therapist. He's like, so what's up with you?
Oh, you made a friend
my
on the
God.
toilet.
And
of
I'm like,
IKEA.
Did
I'm
you
like, well,
did you exchange numbers?
no.
You got a
no.
snap.
Did you get his handle?
No. We passed toilet paper sheets. Nah, it's kidding.
Oh my god. He helped me wipe.
He told me.
Oh,
No, he was like, so what's up with you? Right? He's all like, constipated.
You know
I'm-
what he was like? You know what he was like?
what
You're
was it?
like, wow. And at
Exactly.
the same time, you're like,
Deadass.
wow.
Deadass. So then, I don't want to take much of the time. He's, so what's up with you? And I'm like, well, let's just say I'm a really irresponsible lactose intolerant, right? He's like, I feel you, man. I feel you. And I'm like, okay. So I'm done. And I'm like, I don't know why it feels like, you have to hang up an awkward conversation or awkward call. But I'm like, okay, I'm
like
just
how do
gonna
how do we
leave
wrap
the
this
stall.
up?
And this.
Yeah.
So I'm like leaving. And it was like, okay, bro, good luck on the journey. He's like, thank you. And then I just left. I walked out of there like, bro, what kind of interaction?
That's
It was hilarious. It was the most bro moment
Yeah.
because I'm over here like, I gotta tell someone. So I go to my sister. Awkwardly enough, we're in like the
Did
bathroom
he dab
section.
you up?
No, dude. I never got to see him. So,
We gotta find him.
Yeah.
right. So whoever you are defending me,
Hey,
good
it's probably your soulmate.
Oh my god.
shit, mate.
Shit me.
Shit, mate. Okay, so I told my sister. My sister's like, nah.
What
She's
the
like,
fuck? Like,
bro. But yeah, that's my IKEA story now.
Your quote unquote non-graphic IKEA story.
Yeah.
it
Jesus.
could have been more detailed.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
well, it's informative.
I'd hate-
It's informative. Do not go to IKEA food courts, I guess.
I guess because apparently they're like Disneyland bathrooms.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
Oh my god. But yeah, that was.
Thank you for sharing
Thank you,
that
thank you.
beautiful story.
You're
with
welcome.
us.
Beautiful
I hope
story.
That guy's doing
Hey,
well.
Yeah.
I hope you meet him. I hope you see him again one
maybe
day.
the next time you go to IKEA, you like bump into him.
Dude.
Hey, were you shitting in the stall next to me?
Dude, it's because I wasn't
A
expecting. It's
couple
like
months back.
they told me about a few IKEA food courts. I didn't listen. It was like, oh my god, dude, no.
I didn't listen.
Literally, as I was telling my sister before I even got to the good part, right? She's like, "Oh my god, dude! I passed by the food court. They have Cinnabons," and I'm like, "Do not go to the
Abort.
food court." Oh my god!
funny.
But yeah,
That's hilarious.
Beautiful.
yeah,
Honestly, it is beautiful. It's a beautiful story.
yeah.
Makes
It's a
you
story of
believe-
friendship.
Makes
Exactly,
you believe
right?
in humanity.
Yeah,
You
it
can
really
find
does.
friendship in the most.
Dude,
Unlikely
that
places.
story started
Exactly.
with shaming, with pessimism,
Yeah.
with-
Toxicity.
with toxicity,
Exactly.
and it ended with bonds,
Exactly.
with a tight brotherly
Bonds
bond.
and bombs.
Oh, no.
Silva and his puns.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But yeah.
I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you.
Clip it. he's proud of my shits.
Yeah.
Probably the only time you'll ever hear that from him.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I think we should get into Mando.
Yes,
Yeah,
give it to Ben.
um,
Let's change it up real quick.
I'm glad that this is the episode that Silva told that story, because like whenever we have a premiere or finale, our like views always spike. So that means there's gonna be
Oh,
like, a lot
God.
of people that have like never heard our podcast before.
Yeah.
And this is the story they were
I
welcome
love
to,
that he was
so-
like I was like,
Out of all the stories,
should we wait to tell it after Mando? And he's like, no, I think we should tell it before.
Yeah. So
Think
like
it's
kind
fine.
of
Okay.
warming us up, you know, like.
Oh, don't say it warming it up.
Ah.
You're making it weird. I'm
Gross.
just saying we're silly.
Yeah.
We're having
Yeah.
a good time.
We're having
Yeah.
a good time. Well,
Oh my god.
all right.
Any
Well,
moves?
welcome to the podcast.
It's
if
not
you're-
usually like this.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it is, but not usually.
Not this graphic, which apparently wasn't graphic.
I mean, it wasn't.
I'd hate
Yeah,
to
I
know
don't-
what
It was
graphic
just
is.
audio
Exactly.
graphic.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
The
a
description is
podcast,
graphic.
so-
Yeah.
And guess what podcasts are?
Move on.
All right, real quick. Also, you may, if you are a returning viewer, if you are on YouTube, you may notice that the setup is different.
Yeah.
That is because we are trying it out. Because I think we've mentioned it already before, we're working on getting guests on the podcast.
Yes.
We're talking to a few people, and we're trying out this new setup because this would be a lot easier. Jesus. This would be a lot easier and a lot better for when we start having guests, you know, so that they're comfortable. And
Yeah.
we have an actual
Yeah.
kind of setup instead of doing it from our couch,
Yeah.
which is still fun, but,
Yeah.
you know, we need... People need to be comfortable.
We need a table.
We need a
chair.
table.
We
Check
need
it out.
assortments.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, all right. Let's get into Mando.
Yeah.
Because we got the Mando season 3 finale.
Yeah.
Let me just say, it was insanely cool.
Yeah.
It was insanely cool. An amazing finale. I think I do have a couple of complaints.
Yeah.
A couple. I think we'll go over them. But overall, it was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Choreography
Action-packed.
on point.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
on point.
yeah, it truly was. We've only gotten things like that in comic books,
Yeah.
right? We've only gotten things like that in not on screen,
You
which
know
is
what I just
crazy.
realized?
Yes.
The action sequence of like all the Mandos flying was very reminiscent of all the Iron Man suits.
True.
I just like
True. The camera angles.
Speaking of
stuff
Iron
like
Man
that.
suits, we made this connection, and we just brought it. It just came up again.
yeah.
We made this connection after we recorded last week's episode, so we didn't even talk about it on the show. So season 3 of Mando ends with Moff Gideon pretty much, getting his own suit, right?
Yeah.
And what we were talking about is, obviously this is Jon Favreau's project. This is
True.
this is his story. These are his characters, and we made the funny connection that he literally made an Iron Man suit in Star Wars.
Yeah.
With Gideon's new suit.
Yeah.
Not literally exactly Iron Man suit, but if you think about it, it's not just Beskar armor.
Yeah.
It's the fourth iteration of the Dark Trooper suit. So if you look at the Dark Trooper from season 2, you'll notice it's not just armor. It's got like super strength. It can freaking fly. It's like it's got all these other, it's just a freaking monster, right? And that's exactly what Gideon did. Is he pretty much made that, but a suit that he can wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was cloning himself. His force sensitive self
Damn.
to wear these suits,
Yeah.
right? But the suit we see in the finale and in the episode before, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That suit isn't just like Din's armor is just Beskar armor. It doesn't
Yeah.
give him super strength. It doesn't
No.
give him
True.
like all these other yes, he has like
Like upgrades.
attachments and upgrades, but
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
He's not like
A super
freaking
soldier.
monster. No, he's not like a super soldier.
Not like
The-
an exoskeleton or some crap.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's what it kind of looked like, is that Gideon's suit is some type of like exoskeleton covered in a layer of Beskar armor,
That's badass.
and also whatever features that the Dark Troopers may have had, at least in canon, right? That I'm not sure of, because they don't really show it in
Yeah.
in the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's crazy that Jon Favreau pretty much gained a lot of his notoriety with the first Iron Man, and
Yeah.
he pretty much jump started the MCU.
Yep.
So Iron Man, you can say, is one of his babies,
True.
and now somehow he was able to bring a version or like something equivalent to an Iron Man suit
Yeah.
into Star Wars.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
I
and
really
not
loved
in
that.
like a cheesy,
No,
corny
it-
way.
no.
Like it's very subtle.
Very
Yeah.
subtle.
Yeah.
Unless you kind of like put that together, you're like, that's cool.
Yeah.
And it's just it's not like he's like,
Beskar man.
yeah, Beskar. Oh my god. But yeah, I thought it was so stupid.
You gotta make another edit for that.
Tin Man.
But yeah, I really love when things like kind of happen full circle like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's
And
really cool.
That was really cool.
Especially like for an artist to do something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, the episode was really, really cool. They kind of jumped right into the finale.
It really felt like just the second half of the last episode.
Yeah.
Which was
Yeah,
nice.
pretty much.
They
Yeah.
didn't waste any time of
Good.
like,
Yeah,
yeah, I like that. We just jumped right into the action.
yeah. You're just gonna wait for me to
What?
finish.
It was just like I was on the edge of my seat the entire episode.
Yeah.
Like I really feel like there wasn't really any like slow moment.
True.
Which was really cool, and like God, the whole time I was like, who's gonna die? like in my head of
Yeah.
someone's gonna die. I think we're just kind of traumatized from Bad Batch
Yeah.
because Tech died. So
Okay,
I was
no,
like
no, no.
anticipating that someone was gonna die.
It's not that we were just traumatized by it. It's they were literally. So here comes my first complaint.
Yeah.
Is what the hell was all that about? Oh, like it's gonna break your heart when you watch
Yeah.
it, and
You're gonna
it's
wish you
you're
didn't
gonna wish
watch
you didn't
it.
watch it, and like all this shit where it's like I was like convinced someone was gonna die,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone important.
someone important, or something bad was gonna happen, or like
Yeah.
maybe not even that, where it just that the season would end on a bad note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, where like in Empire, where it's like the rebels were fucking completely just manhandled and like Luke
Scattered.
and Han is frozen in carbonite, and Luke gets freaking bodied by Vader,
Who is his dad?
who is his daddy.
Rough day.
I am your cool slutty daddy.
Exactly.
So like I thought it would be an ending kind of like that, where it's like
Yeah.
it was an amazing movie, or in this case show, but the ending, it's like what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Because
like
they
a cliffhanger.
Exactly, a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think like a lot of the people that worked on the show, like Brendan Wayne, and then I think Rick was one of the people that said something about the finale being like
Really sad.
really sad or something like that.
Yeah.
And like nothing happened, but like I don't know. I feel like it'd be fine if none of them had said anything. But also my theory is that, and I said it right after we finished watching the episode, is it feels like the last minute they changed the ending or gave us a different version of the episode. Because let's say, for example, maybe in the original cut, Din dies, or Bo-Katan dies, something like that.
Yeah.
And they were like gonna go with it until they were like, you know what?
Scrap.
We can't kill off this character, right?
Yeah.
And then they gave us that, which was
But
still
they kill off Paz.
yeah, they kill off Paz.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's like they.
Yeah.
It feels like they gave us like last minute. They were like, you know what? No, don't like.
It was honestly eerie watching it.
Yeah,
I
because
was like, is this like an alternate timeline? Or like, is this a dream? Like
Yeah.
the ending just felt. And I wouldn't have felt that way if they hadn't said anything, right? Because if I had no expectation, I wouldn't have anything to compare it to.
Yeah.
But just like the PR and all the promo and like. Also, there was supposed to be a Luke level cameo.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you. That's one of my
exactly.
major
Favreau
complaint.
said that, and it's like.
Yeah, I legit
So-
watched the episode twice back to back, and
Like,
I'm
looking
like,
for it.
yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I guess
there
it
was
was
there
Lizzo.
was a lot of things that they said that they were like, this is gonna happen,
Yeah.
which didn't.
True.
And I'm like, if you never said that was gonna happen,
People
I would
wouldn't be
have no
upset.
complaints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and that's why it's weird. Is like, you wouldn't like.
They made
Why
us
would
hold
they do that?
the finale to the highest regard
Yeah.
for no reason.
They set our expectations super high.
Yeah.
And then they weren't met.
Yeah.
But if they just hadn't said any of that,
It would have
been fine.
Exactly.
so yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't
it's a
know.
little
I
peculiar.
feel like
Duped a little bit.
Maybe it has to do.
I mean,
with
I'm not offended. I'm not like
No, not offended. It was just like,
just
gotcha. You know,
Yeah.
like a
Maybe
gotcha.
it
Yeah,
has
yeah.
to do with like the Mando movie that's coming out.
Well, here, let me finish my thoughts on like my issues with it, right?
Okay.
Because yes, it's all that, but also I was convinced, I would have bet money that they were going to set up the Ahsoka series.
Oh,
True.
Yeah. Like, where was Thrawn?
Yeah, well, like they obviously like he's mentioned in the episode before. They're
He's
talking to
mentioned
the
in
Shadow
season
Council.
before.
Not just that, but wasn't the rest of the Shadow Council supposed to go and
go
like
to
battle,
Mandalore
like go to
and-
Mandalore?
Yeah.
Or did I
Yeah,
understand
they
that?
literally were like, okay, well, like, Moff Gideon convinced them that it was everyone's problem, not just his.
And
Yeah.
they were
And
all like,
all
okay,
gonna
yeah.
go and like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Right? Yeah, I'm
All
not.
concerned
No, you're
about
not
it.
crazy.
I'm not
that
crazy.
was the plot point.
So, yeah, like,
Gave us.
no one showed up. It was just Gideon, and they gave him his guards and the
Maybe-
ties.
Maybe they were there and we didn't see them, but that's
Definitely not. Like,
Weird.
they had to have been in orbit.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't just in the base. And if they did, then there goes the First Order. You know, they all died. But they didn't,
Yeah.
you know?
True.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it. So yeah, that's weird. Which obviously we're gonna see the Shadow Council in Ahsoka,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like that,
So
like there's a lot of things that in the finale I think should have been addressed but weren't,
yeah.
True.
and
And we need a cliffhanger.
kinda yeah.
Like,
I
if
mean,
it's a season
A
finale. we
post-credit scene, something,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
need- And I saw a bunch of people saying like, just wait till you see the post-credit scene, like as if they saw
yeah,
it.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
like as if they. Now I'm like, what? Is
I
that
don't
just
know. I think it was
Yeah.
just a
people
rumor, but
trolling? I don't.
yeah,
well, I mean,
don't
people
know.
will say anything. I mean, there's
I guess.
But it was like
People-
legit people. It wasn't like people that are known for clickbait or like just pulling stuff out of
Yeah.
nowhere. Like,
I guess I don't. I mean, I didn't. I just saw people reposting that it had been said that there was going to be a post-credit scene.
Hmm.
That's how I saw it. And I mean, you told me first, and then I saw it that way on Instagram. I was like, oh, I guess there's a post-credit scene,
yeah.
right? But I was already expecting like Luke level cameo,
Yeah.
because that was said by
That was said by John Favreau.
John Favreau.
Bro.
Yeah.
I was ready to have my heart broken by someone dying, because of the things that like Rick and Brendan were saying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or you know, something tragic. I don't think
Yeah.
anything tragic happened. It was all happy endings.
It was all
True.
too happy, to be honest.
I mean, the only tragedy is that they destroyed the Darksaber,
Yeah.
but that's like symbolism. It's like it means something.
yeah.
It's not like a tragedy. Like it's a thing.
Yeah, it's not a person.
You know. Exactly. Like I
Yeah.
thought. I
feel-
was like, is
I
Grogu
feel for
gonna
that.
fucking
That's
die?
not even a tragedy now, because also they followed that up with like the reignite of the Force, so they can just make a new one.
I don't know if they can make a
I
lightsaber,
don't know, but
but I'm sure they can fix it.
Okay.
maybe yeah. they
Like
could
build a
fix
new
it.
hilt. That's what I mean. Probably.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
Yeah,
perhaps.
I'm
Yeah.
sure there will be a ceremonial weapon
And
to
yeah.
to represent the ruler of Mandalore.
Yeah.
And if anything, Bo gets a new staff or sword or hammer
Yeah.
or whatever.
Helmet
and then
or
it's
masks.
Another
Oh.
outfit, and then all the toys
Yep.
and all the merch and all the cosplays and everything. So
A Mandalorian is nothing without his trinkets.
he was such an asshole for saying that, and all his stolen
Yeah,
Exactly.
cultural appropriation head to toe.
Exactly,
Literally.
dude.
Motherfucker.
You guys are nothing without your trinket.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Okay, they did. It's like they heard me of last podcast. You know how it's like complaining here or there about Grogu whenever they do motions on him. It's just like him stiff and then 180.
Yeah, like little
He had more movement.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was jumping on the pipes or whatever was
It
hanging,
was like
a baffle.
Yeah,
not
like
a
the
light, it's
scaffolding. let's
Yeah,
call it.
I was like,
Or the
okay,
lights, yeah.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah,
That was so scary.
You saw his little
though.
feet.
yeah.
Oh my god, I love that. Okay,
Yeah.
but that was so I was like, there's no way Grogu's gonna die, but like I really thought he was gonna die.
I thought he was gonna die.
when
I was
the
like,
when the guards went after him.
when Din's like, no, I was like, no,
Yeah,
no, yeah. Well, that's what I mean.
Grogu
I
was
was
like our
they're-
collective son.
They were like,
Yeah.
"This is gonna be. You're gonna wish you didn't watch it." I'm like, well, fucking Grogu's gonna die.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to see. Like
Yeah.
the only thing I could think of being like, I wish I didn't watch that, is if fucking Grogu died.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, like if Din died, I'd be sad and like really upset. But like, if it meant something,
Yeah.
it's you know,
Like if he died
it's
protecting
the story.
Grogu.
Exactly, it's
Yeah.
the story.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've also watched Game of Thrones, so it's like if a main character dies, I don't fucking, you know.
My favorite character is Anakin. Like I'll live.
Yeah, yeah.
Although that is a possibility because I have seen like fan theories even since first season of Mando, where it's like, what if the Mandalorian isn't even about Din?
Well,
It's
actually,
Grogu's journey to become the Mandalorian.
Oh.
I was like, oh. So therefore, if they were to yeet Din,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too. Damn, they ruined the series. Like, cause probably the Mandalorian we need to focus on is not Din, it's Grogu.
Yeah.
So I was like,
No,
That is possible.
okay.
but yeah, exactly. That's exactly why I think.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have had a problem. Like, it would have been very sad.
Yeah,
been
no,
very-
definitely, yeah.
I would have been upset because
Mhm.
I'm like, whoa, come on, like It's like when they blew up the Razor Crest. It's like
Yes.
Just
really,
got that shit.
2 weeks
Yes.
after the HasLab.
I mean, it comes
That was
assembled.
cruel.
Yeah,
That was cruel.
that was cruel. That was,
They're
that
like,
was
we gotta
really-
get this pre-order up before no one cares about it.
Yeah, exactly. They were in on it.
Conspiracy.
We got swindled.
Definitely.
We have it.
Yeah, we have.
We love it.
We love it. It's beautiful.
It was just like so.
It was just funny. I was like,
Yeah.
really,
Like,
like,
what?
fucking what?
Now
Now,
we need that Naboo Starfighter.
yeah. Did you see it? The vintage collection one.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Fucking beautiful. But yeah, I fucking if Din would have died, I would have been very upset. I
Yeah.
will say that, but
Yeah.
I would have lived. Like, it would have been fine. Like,
Yeah.
it would have been part of the story. It would have meant something. It would have. I don't think he would have just died to die. You know.
Also, I'm gonna need some help here because I suck at remembering character names. But when that one Mandalorian was piloting the ship and crashing it down in a way,
Axe Wolves.
yeah, he was
Well-
crashing it down. He's like, "Oh damn, honorable
That's what I
kamikaze,
thought,
right?"
yeah.
And then he just yeeted out the
Yes.
window.
Yeah.
Smart move.
Yeah.
But I was laughing because in one of the sequels, that one female character that does that same
Haldo?
thing. I was like, hey, damn, I bet she would wish
She
to
was.
do
She
that.
had a jetpack. Yeah.
That's what all I was thinking
That's all you
about.
can think of.
I was dying.
That's
I wish
so
she had a jetpack.
Bro, you know what she would have looked like if she did that?
Oh.
Like when you get fucking thrown out as the imposter and
Dude. Oh, you mean like Leia when she used the force to get back to the
wow. No, she was badass. She was
ship?
badass.
Okay.
Haldo would have just been like ragdolling in space.
True. But when that happened, I was like, bruh. It's like Star Wars does that, right? Puts a reason like, Qui-Gon, stabbed in the stomach, and then Book of Boba Fett is like, oh yeah, let me fix her stomach and put some cybernetics. And it was like, bruh. And then Anakin, I wish I could force heal. And then let me force heal. I was like,
Yeah.
they keep
Yeah.
doing it. It's
I mean,
hilarious.
well, they also did it too with Grogu saving Din and Bo with like that force shield.
Oh.
Because that's what Kanan
Oh, yeah,
would have
yeah.
done.
Yeah.
He
Kanan.
could have,
Well, Kanan.
but
The only reason Kanan died was because he could have continued to block it to save himself,
he had to
to
use his
push
effort to push them out.
Hera
of the way.
and the rest of them away, or else they would have died.
Yeah,
Fucking beautiful
but like,
Chef's
art.
kiss.
Art. No,
it's
yeah.
just like
Also, speaking of parallels, before we forget, the moment that Din is getting like wrecked by the Praetorian guards,
Yep.
and he's on the floor, and you can see, like they're like that one is
Oh,
like
yeah.
stabbing at him, and it's like electrocuting him.
Yeah.
It's literally, at least to me, what it looked like. It's literally mirroring Luke being electrocuted by Palpatine, and when Vader saves him, but instead of the father saving the son,
Oh.
Grogu saves Din, so it's the son saving the father,
yeah, that was really
which I thought was really, really cool. So
Good connection.
we love
beautiful.
a parallel.
yeah, love our parallel. It's like poetry. It ran. But yeah, I there were a lot of really amazing moments.
Yeah.
I think another amazing moment is one I'll pull up on my Twitter, not to, plug
Shameless
or
plug.
anything, but it was right here.
Okay, let me start casting it.
So I had to take a screenshot and tweeted this, and I was like, "This scene is straight out of a comic book." Because look at it. It is.
Yeah.
So
Look at that.
cool.
That's so badass.
Look at that scene.
That honestly was one of the coolest scenes in all of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Seeing all of the Mandalorians come they
Charge,
went, they went through orbit though. Oh yeah. Didn't they?
Well, okay, so Axe Woves go that's also crazy.
Yeah.
That's also crazy. We didn't even talk about that.
Out of
So-
orbit first.
Yeah,
right?
this is out it was all out of
To
order.
the stratosphere, right?
So yeah, Axe Woves
Yeah, we don't take notes for the show.
we don't.
Right?
We wing it. We wing it. But you guys love it. So
Let's go.
our two listeners.
yeah.
So Axe Woves flies into orbit
Yeah.
with his jetpack.
Crazy.
No ship, just
Crazy.
him and his whole ass fly into orbit. And he flies into the ship and is like, oh, Bo-Katan needs us.
Yeah.
And they all dip.
Explain.
At that moment, I was like, is he the spy? He just got everyone to
Yeah.
leave, right? But I guess he wasn't.
Also, that's another unanswered thing. Was like, who were
Who-
the spies in the last episode? 'Cause
Yeah.
It was called The Spies.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, "Oh,
There's just
the
one
armor
spy,
is sus." Oh,
Yeah,
Axe Wolves is
the
sus.
armor is innocent. Innocent until proven guilty. You guys forget this. Jesus.
Oh,
Everyone's
dude,
so
when
quick
she
to
was
cancel
flying with the
people.
jetpack and she
And
used the thruster
fucking-
to yeet someone with the hammer. Oh my
Bruh,
god!
she was messing
she also
them
had like a
up.
gun that I didn't even see.
Yeah, I didn't see that
until
either. Our
someone
friend,
posted a screenshot.
our friend, Star Wars Props, he posted about. Oh, this is
That was
I
on
didn't see it.
Instagram, I
Yeah,
think.
this is
Let's
Twitter.
see.
So our friend Star Wars Props pointed this out, and I was like, "What? You're high.
Oh.
Where was that?" And we've only watched the episode once because it came out last night, but here it is.
It's so cool. I think this was
It's
from
really
the
cool.
concept art at the end of the episode.
Oh, this is from the concept art.
Oh.
Well,
But I think she has it in the screenshot that you just showed on Twitter. You can
she
see
did.
it.
No, she had
Yeah.
the. She had the.
The hammer and
The-
the other thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Go back.
Let's see. No, yeah, she. I think she, in the screenshot of them all charging, she's holding her hammers.
Oh, okay.
Look. Yeah. Hammer.
Oh, it's a hammer.
And her
Okay,
tongs.
Okay.
Oh.
It's
And
the
then-
angle. I thought it was the gun.
No, yeah. So she has her hammer and her tongs. Bo in the front has the darksaber. Obvi.
That was so.
Oh,
cool.
also Bo midair with the dark
yeah.
saber.
Dude, she
Oh,
she decapitated a fool. Did you?
Yeah.
It's like
That's
so
fucking
quick.
Badass.
I
That
only.
was so cool to see an aerial battle like with people.
Yeah.
Like we've seen so many dog.
What's
fights,
crazy
right?
is
But
that-
not like people flying around and like.
What's crazy is
Shit
we've
out of
only
each
ever seen like Mandalorian Civil War in both in the comics, and yes, we saw a bit of it in
Backflash. type of
in
thing, right?
Clone Wars.
Oh.
Right, in Clone Wars we see like Death Watch versus Death Watch.
But
Like
it's more so it's mostly politics.
mostly yes, but
And
like
then
season
there's some
7.
action,
What are you
yeah.
talking about?
Well, yeah.
Season 7.
Siege of Mandalore.
Siege of Mandalore, that's a big part. I think they don't. It's not that big. It's mostly like like the games that they're playing. But
Yeah.
but season 7 is the closest thing we've gotten, right?
Yeah,
Where like
so
to
good.
Mandalorian Civil War.
Flying, dropping out of the sky and like,
Yeah, and I guess when when Maul kills Pre Vizsla and Bo-Katan splits with her half
yeah,
of Death Watch,
yeah.
that like battle when like she gets Obi-Wan out of off
Yeah.
planet and stuff, that and then season 7 of the Clone Wars with the Siege of Mandalore
Yeah.
is the closest thing we've gotten to the things we've seen in the
Yeah.
comics regarding the Mandalorian Civil War. Like in the comics, we really like I think Jango Fett open seasons. We see it where it's like origin of Jango Fett, like when he becomes a foundling, where we see the Mandalorian Civil War
Yeah.
between like Death Watch and my God, Jaster Muriel is the guy that finds him and adopts him. So in those comics, we really get to see like Mandalorians versus Mandalorians
We've
in
never
this
seen
style.
it in live action.
Never have we seen it
That's so
like
cool.
this in
Yeah.
live action. Never. And granted, the Imperials that we see are not Mandos, but they're wearing pretty much Mando armor,
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like they're wearing Beskar. They have jetpacks. They're
Yeah.
using blasters and fucking, So
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying is the closest thing we've gotten to seeing what that is
Yeah.
like.
Like
Yeah.
comic book set pieces in live action.
Literally,
Yeah.
yes. Beautiful,
Yeah.
like art.
And it was so cool, and I thought it would be like shorter. I don't know, like I was impressed at how long the battle went on.
Oh,
for,
yeah.
like how
True.
badass it was. And,
Oh yeah,
like
it went on.
was like
It was throughout.
solid.
Like it was
yeah.
like the entire middle part of the episode.
Yeah.
I would say in terms of choreography, how we hold lightsaber battles in such a high regard for Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
That's hand-to-hand combat and blaster for me.
Oh
with
yeah,
this.
Sure.
yeah,
Definitely
Yeah.
right there.
yeah, for sure.
Whoever the choreographer is, probably can pull him up
Yeah, they did an amazing
Props.
job.
dude.
Yeah,
because it
And all
doesn't
of,
seem
like,
like two stages.
the
Like, oh, I'm gonna
effects.
shoot you. You kick the gun out.
Yeah.
No. Like
Very
transition, move to
believable
move.
and like
It's awesome.
yeah.
Ryan Watson. I don't know if
Ryan
that's the name that
Watson.
came up.
Oh, let me pull it up.
I believe so. Ryan Watson is known for The Mandalorian 2019. I don't know if he's still working on like seasons 1. Oh yeah. Oh, I guess he did stunts from
Nice.
2019 to 2023 on The Mandalorian. So yeah,
Awesome.
during
So
season
cool.
3. But does this fall on? But would it be him that choreographed that? Because a lot of that is CG.
There's, oh yeah, that's
know.
true.
It's probably a mix of both.
It's a mix of both. Yeah,
Oh,
for
true.
sure. But yeah,
Whoever was involved
whoever's
Yeah,
involved.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh my
did
god,
an
clap.
amazing job. Love to see it.
Yes, love to see it. Thank you guys. Thank you to everybody that worked
Dude.
on this season. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think this season a lot of people are complaining about honestly just not big, like it's not like
Nothing
big,
major.
nothing. It's not an issue. It's like it's just like
little things.
little things,
Like
and it's like
nitpicking.
not even I'm like okay whatever. But and like one of those things that I keep hearing is they're like, what was even the plot? And it's like the plot was this.
Yeah.
The plot was retaking Mandalore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just because you didn't watch Book of Boba doesn't mean it's mid. You know?
Yeah, the filler episode like thing is getting really old. Like people
Yeah.
complaining about
Oh,
filler
saying it's
episodes.
filler. It's like, dude,
not every single chapter of a book is the climax.
no.
The climax of the book is the climax,
Yeah.
not
Pe-
the
people-
fourth chapter of the book.
Yeah. People live, I think they live for those, like we were saying, full circle moments. But in order to have those full circle moments, you need these.
Yeah, it has to build up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm I agree with you. I'm sick and tired of people being like, oh,
They want
filler.
they
Like,
want
where's-
every episode to be like the one
where's-
with Luke Skywalker, and it's like, sorry, that's not gonna happen.
True.
yeah, they
And,
want
like, for your
every
own
episode to be a
sake.
fight scene. They want
like,
every
for
episode
your
to
own
be
sake, for your own enjoyment. Leave your expectations and your fan fiction at the door when
Yep.
you come and watch.
like okay. Let me
show.
clarify. You can have your fiction or like your theories. You can
Yeah.
have your expectations. You can have your hopes and desires
yeah.
for the show. You can have
Yeah.
all of that. But at the end of the day, you should not hold that in higher regard to what we're getting
Yeah, exactly.
because that's not
It's not
like you're
reality.
not writing Star Wars.
True.
You're not. And I am not. I may have gotten a lot of shit right, not to brag.
Yeah, to drop it.
But you know, like yeah, like we had our theories. Some of them were right, some of them weren't. A lot of
Yeah.
them weren't.
Yeah.
But I'm not over here like this show was mid because I didn't see Luke
Yeah.
at the end. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we have Luke. We got Luke. It doesn't mean Luke is dead and we're never gonna see him again.
Yeah.
Or the same with any
Just-
other character you
yeah.
were hoping to see or hear from. It's there's so much look, this leads me to my next point is a lot of people are complaining about the ending of the season, saying not a lot of people, but you know what I mean. It's like the people that are complaining are saying like it doesn't feel like a finale. Like yes, I agree to it to a point, but also think about it this way. The story isn't over.
Yeah.
Jon Favreau has already said he's working, or he's already written a season 4, and that they've announced a fucking movie directed by Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
We're getting the Ahsoka series not that long from now,
Like a couple months.
like a couple of months.
Yeah.
Like there's all these things that are happening, and people are upset that we see Din and Grogu having a happy ending, that they can relax.
Yeah.
It's been 3 seasons of them fucking hustling,
Yeah.
of them
No home.
no home.
Facts.
No
Din lost his
family.
ship. They're living in a fucking like coop.
They're being hunted.
They're being hunted.
Their
and
people are almost
He got
extinct.
exiled.
He got exiled.
Some
Their people,
He deserves a little vacation.
Yeah,
okay?
and he literally says in the finale, or Grief in the finale tells him, "I got you a place,
Yeah.
and you can settle down in between missions."
Yeah.
Literally
He needs a
right
home
there.
base.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Deadass.
And
In
then he
between
talks
missions.
to the X-Wing pilot. I
Yeah,
forgot his name.
exactly. Carson Teva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes to Carson,
He's like, I need
and
a
he's
job.
like, "Hey, you're gonna hire me because
that's
I'm
so badass.
badass."
That was cool.
And he's like, "Who said?" He said, "Me."
yeah. But you're
And-
not gonna tell.
He's like,
the
"I'ma
Republic.
think
You're
about
gonna
it."
do
Well,
on the
you already
low.
Yeah,
did.
and you're gonna
Yeah.
pay me under the table,
Yeah.
and you're gonna give me holidays and weekends
Literally. And daycare.
and daycare. No. But exactly. Now he's working for the new. Okay, look, he's now working for the New Republic,
Yeah.
right? As an independent contractor, as an Uber driver.
God. Oh God.
And
Oh my God.
5 stars.
how was your in Carbonite experience today?
Oh.
Oh my
Right.
God. Oh my God.
Rate your transportation. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
they did set up what comes next.
Yeah.
Not
Select
o-
your environment, warm or cold.
Yeah. Let me put it this way. The next show we're getting is the Ahsoka series, right?
Yeah.
Who is Ahsoka's big bad?
Thrawn.
Thrawn.
Thrawn. Who the fuck was name dropped in the episode before the finale of season 3?
Thrawn.
Thrawn. So, and in what scene? During the Shadow Council scene.
Yeah.
True.
Thrawn.
Yeah.
So, if we are to assume there will be a conflict or, shit going down in the Ahsoka series, I'm going to assume, I think it's a safe assumption, that it'll be with Thrawn and the Shadow Council. And I will put my money on we will probably see the Shadow Council first before we even see Thrawn.
Yeah.
Like the
Because-
mini bosses, right? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
exactly.
like leading
Exactly.
up.
Like
Yeah.
like leading up to the number 1 headband is
Okay.
what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe it fucking starts off with Thrawn and the Shadow Council is just, around him. Who knows? But
True.
the way I see it going down is we're probably going to see Ahsoka hunting down Thrawn, finding members of the Shadow Council first, trying to track down Thrawn
Yeah.
because he is their biggest secret right now.
Yeah.
True.
She'll probably find Paleon or the other dude with the with the mink coat.
Yeah.
And she's probably gonna find them first, and then we're gonna see Thrawn, right?
Yeah.
So if we're gonna see the Shadow Council and Thrawn, even if we don't see the Shadow Council and we just see Thrawn, he is directly linked to Gideon.
Yeah.
Directly linked. There,
Yeah.
there's one middleman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if the Mandalorians took out Gideon and his entire
base.
operation,
Yeah.
not just
And his
killed him,
clones.
like all of his clones, his base, his fucking Beskar troopers,
And
Yeah.
his suit that was like the top
Yeah,
of the line, most
exactly.
advanced one.
his Praetorian guards,
Yeah.
his fucking TIE fighters, all of it yoinked,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Obviously, they're a threat to Thrawn
Yeah.
and the Shadow Council.
Yeah. Thrawn knows about
Thrawn knows
Mando.
about it. So I don't see how they could just ignore that going into this next story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least mentioning it. And if they mention it, then it's like Thrawn is going to say, or someone from the Shadow Council is going to say, we need to do something about, maybe not necessarily saying like, we have to go after the Mandalorians, but like, we should watch out for them.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Keep
they're
an eye on them.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after the conversation that Gideon had with them in that episode, right?
Yeah.
Where they're literally like, we should watch out for the Mandalorians,
Yeah.
True.
right? So now if Ahsoka is going to be dealing with Thrawn and the Shadow Council and the Imperial remnants, she can't go at it alone.
No. She'll want someone with experience.
Someone with experience, someone she already
True.
has a relationship with.
Rex.
Fucking Din.
He's talking about.
Talk about Mando.
Okay.
She already knows him. He's a Mandalorian that just fucking was part of taking out an Imperial warlord like the one she's going after.
Okay.
And not only that, he's now working for the New Republic,
Yeah.
who the New Republic is in direct contact with Luke Skywalker and presumably Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah. Like they're all
They're all fucking connected.
they're running in the same circles.
So I totally see Ahsoka going, "Hey, I found Thrawn. Can you help me out?"
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And then Bo could be involved because
Bo
Bo,
could be
and
involved.
Ahsoka were at the Siege of Mandalore.
Exactly.
There's a lot of ties.
Exactly. And Thrawn
to
is
everything.
not just a threat to Ahsoka or the New Republic. He is a threat to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rest of the Ghost crew that's gonna
Exactly.
be in Ahsoka.
Exactly.
Like he's everyone's enemy.
Exactly.
Everyone has beef with Thrawn.
Exactly. So, long ass story short,
Yeah. It's not over.
it's not over.
So calm down.
So calm down. And they did set up what we can expect moving forward. And a lot of the people that have been saying, well, I just wish we could have Din be a bounty hunter again, or, you know, shit like that. That's literally what's going to happen.
Yeah.
He's just working for the New Republic. Do you really fucking care who signs his paychecks?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
And he doesn't.
And he doesn't. He's like, I'm a bounty hunter. You know I'm a bounty hunter. I'm good at it. You know I'm good at it.
Yeah.
So just pay me.
And like he also doesn't want to do anything that's like too crazy because
Yeah.
now he has Grogu.
He's not trying to work
Yeah.
with fucking the Jabba the Hutts of the galaxy.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I have a kid, but I gotta do what I do,
Yeah.
at least respectably.
Yeah.
You know? Gotta make clean money.
Yeah. It's like I don't need any more enemies. I have enough.
Exactly. And before, he was technically wanted by the New Republic.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Now he's not. What were we talking about?
Also, question.
How it
Question.
felt like this wasn't an ending, but it's leading into Ahsoka.
Do
Yeah.
you guys think they're gonna pull a Palpatine on Moff Gideon? Like somehow he returned.
I mean,
because look, I
he
can
could
only
have been
think
a
of
clone. He could have been a clone.
Yeah,
We don't
this
know.
is- I was about to go into that. Probably he could have been a clone, or we just saw some of the pods exploding back in Chain Link. One of them could have not get damaged.
Yeah, and you could have
True.
had clones off base.
That too.
Like,
But he was pretty upset about losing the clones. He was like, you fucking killed them all and they were perfect.
okay, but what if Palpatine had one?
He could come back
Or
Anakin
a
style,
batch?
all crispy from you know what I'm saying.
Crispy.
Because again, at the
Yeah.
end of the day, we've been saying that damn that armor does
mean,
shit, right? So
yeah.
probably it did
I
witstand
feel
that
like
heat.
in
I
Star
think-
Wars,
I
unless
don't
you see
think-
a body, they're not dead.
I don't think he's
but-
dead because he was
Yeah.
in Beskar. And not
Yeah,
just like
exactly.
Beskar armor, like we said, it's like a suit.
Yeah,
right? It's like
exactly.
Like a space.
a
suit.
space. Like
I
it's
just can't
fucking-
remember. Did he still have his helmet on or off? When
No, he
was
had
in
it on.
Iraq?
He had it on.
Oh,
He got
did?
throttled. Yeah, he
I
had,
thought he had it
his
off.
Like
helmet
when he
on.
got yeeted off the cliff, he had his helmet on.
He didn't get yeeted off a cliff. He got engulfed by the explosion,
mm-hmm.
which was a gnarly explosion.
No,
Had
yeah,
his helmet
definitely,
on.
yeah.
He had his helmet on.
So it's possible that he.
One-
could-
100%
okay.
possible.
So yeah,
Oh,
he's coming
shit.
back.
I don't know why I
100%
thought his helmet was
Me
off.
too.
I thought Bo like
That's why I
got
said
it off, or he
crispy.
was cocky or whatever and took it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either that or even like one of the clones does survive and
Mhm.
just takes the armor and puts it on, you know.
Ooh.
But also, do they have his consciousness? Do they have his memories? Do they have,
Probably
you know what I mean?
not.
Or are they just clones of him?
Well,
But that
probably
also,
yes,
like-
because Gideon said that the only aspect that was missing from them was to harness the Force. Therefore, I
So
would.
there's other clones somewhere else that aren't force sensitive, but
There
they're
could
still
be.
clones.
Exactly.
Unless
Maybe.
he was, you know, one of those that killed the test subjects because they weren't perfect,
Ooh.
which is very possible.
I like obviously cloning is like a humongous part of Star Wars, but I feel like at this point if he doesn't die or like some other clone survive, it's like it gets messy.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
And
it-
we don't know. Yeah,
It
we don't need.
impedes on. It's like okay, so no one ever dies.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
like,
he
you know.
is specifically cloning and cloning himself. It's not like he died, but then somehow he returned, you know?
I like that full circle moment.
I'm not.
They fly now.
But like,
Shut up.
yeah, I don't
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's specifically cloning himself.
Yeah,
So, I'm not saying I need Gideon to come back. I'm just saying
it's possible.
possible that he's alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not possible.
yeah, because he didn't get like.
It's Beskar. It's the strongest.
Yeah.
Like, even like the fucking Razor Crest gets fucking.
Didn't he say it
And
was
that
like
spear still survived.
Beskar alloy though?
Yeah.
Does that mean it's stronger or weaker?
No, it's just he's just being fancy with his words. The Beskar alloy means the Beskar
Mineral,
itself.
like the
But-
mineral.
I thought alloy was a combination of different metals.
True.
Am I just ignorant?
I think.
Let's
Sorry.
Clip.
Yeah, alloy is like when
Yeah.
you mix different metals,
True, I
and it
think so.
usually, it makes it more strong. But I don't
A
think they
metal
ever
made by
said-
combining two or more metallic elements, especially to give greater strength or resistance to corrosion.
But we don't know what he mixed with it, or
True.
if that
Probably
matters.
Durasteel. I mean, that's like the
Maybe.
common shit. But also, do you remember the Dark Troopers before were like impenetrable?
Yeah.
Like they were fucking like didn't shoot them? Like that one?
True.
I-
Wasn't he
Yeah,
shooting
they
it and
were,
it
like-
didn't do anything?
Yeah.
It wasn't
Damn.
Beskar, but it wasn't like
So it's
it was
probably a
tough.
combination of Beskar and whatever that was.
which
Damn.
yeah.
So it's even like.
Yeah,
more-
he
But
lied.
still, if it's a mix of Beskar, the whole point, if you're mixing it, the whole point is to make it even more resistant,
Yeah.
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 not to dilute it.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
So even further, supports the
That's
theory.
crazy.
So, but yeah, what I'm saying is like the Razor Crest gets orbital striked by a fucking Star Destroyer, or his ship, which is like laser cannons.
Yeah.
Deadass.
But the spear, the only thing to survive and intact without a scratch is the spear.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, if that survived, I'm not saying Gideon is
Hypothetically,
alive and well. I'm
could
just
he have
We're
been,
saying
like,
he has
cooked
the
in the
best
suit,
yeah, he
though?
could have been
Evidence.
baked.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the best
Yeah.
situation to be in terms of like excuse to not be dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like it's very possible that
I
he's
mean,
alive. He could be
he-
melted, like he could be
Ooh.
baked in his fucking suit.
Yeah,
Kinda
true.
like how-
Anakin style.
Kind of like how Revan was in the Revan novel after he faces the Emperor
Yeah.
when he electrocutes him and he's like fucking melting inside. Kind of like that.
I hope he's dead for his sake,
Crispy.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
maybe
he
not.
is. I feel like he is like a crazy enough villain to be like I mean, he's playing God, right? He has
True.
clones. He's trying to make them force sensitive.
Okay, technically,
Oh,
if all of those clones were force sensitive, they were all him. When they all died at the same time, could their collective consciousness come together and entered the body of the Gideon that wasn't force sensitive, but in the armor? I know it's a very long
Like,
fucking stretch.
Yeah.
I'm just
yeah,
saying.
yeah. I was about
I'm
to
just
say.
saying, like that,
Yeah.
like because he's not a Jedi. I mean,
True.
he's not a Sith either, but he's definitely evil.
so what's like the science behind like the consciousness? Like, I understand the idea of taking another consciousness and putting it into another body,
Mhm.
but like scientifically,
I don't think
like that's
I don't think
that's not like
That's not a science
matter
thing.
or whatever. Like, what is the canon explanation for how Palpatine transferred his consciousness? He just did it?
Probably
No,
memories
no.
is used transferred as data, right?
No. Palpatine was the most powerful Sith, not to ever live, but like fucking up there.
Pretty
Yeah.
out there.
Pretty up there. His hatred was so strong. His anger was so strong. And not just the all those feelings that he had as a Sith, but also the fact that he fucking died
Yeah.
and lost everything. He failed. He was
Yeah.
betrayed by his little shit apprentice, and
And his
he-
stupid son.
yeah, and he lost,
Yeah.
right? So all of that anger, all of that hate, all of it, his fucking essence, his very being, like his soul and his essence were so strong that yes, his body died, but like let's just say it's his spirit
Okay.
that remained and was able to enter a host.
Kind of like a ghost.
Another body.
Like the idea of like kind of.
Kinda, yeah.
I'm just trying to
Yeah,
like.
yeah. Kinda, yes,
comprehend.
yes.
Okay.
But in Star Wars, the only beings that could possibly do that are force sensitives that are at the level of like Palpatine or like a Sith,
Okay.
because pretty much that's what Darth Bane was trying to learn how to do
Yeah.
towards the end of his life,
Yeah.
because he didn't trust his apprentice Darth Xana to take over the Sith lineage because she was getting comfortable and she didn't want to challenge her master for the title of Sith Lord. Not that she didn't, but she was biding her time. But Bane took that as, well, she's weak. She doesn't deserve the title of Sith Lord.
Oh yeah.
And and his reasoning was because she hasn't tried to come and kill me.
Yeah.
Right? That's fucking crazy, but that's a whole other
They're so
conversation.
toxic.
So because he thought this way,
Okay.
he took it upon himself to go looking for the holocron of a certain Sith by the name of Darth Undedu.
Okay.
And why is because in that holocron of that specific Sith Lord, he teaches how the lost art, I don't know what you want to fucking call it, but the ability of essence transfer
Okay.
to reach immortality
Yeah.
as a Sith, as a Force user.
And I'm assuming that's only possible as a Sith.
Yeah,
Like
it's
a
not
Jedi
it's not a
couldn't
Jedi
do
thing.
it?
No, no,
Okay.
definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not. They have to embrace a lot of shit that the Jedi just don't do.
Yeah.
And also part of being a Jedi is learning to let go.
Yeah.
It's like
Accepting death
Accepting
as a
death
natural
as-
part of life.
literally. So
Yeah.
that's literally what Bane was trying to learn, because he said, well, if she's not, because he was like on the brink of death pretty much. He was like very close to dying, and he was like, well, if she's too weak, and now at this point I don't want her to take over the Sith, because or else the Sith are just because he was like, she's just waiting for me to die or for me to be weak enough for her to just come and slit my throat.
Oh.
So he's like, I don't want that, because then the Sith lineage will be diluted. And so he was like, well, but now
And she like didn't think anything of that. She thought he'd be cool with that.
well, she was like, well, he's my master and I kind of still have shit to learn from him. And I also, she was like, I'm gonna strike when I want, right?
Okay.
She wasn't necessarily trying to wait for him to be old and
Okay.
and
She's
and
just
weak.
like, it's not the right time.
Yeah, exactly. But
It's
he
not the right time to kill someone.
exactly get it together. No, exactly.
You were being salted by morons. Their education is so limited.
So
Luke knew the right time to strike someone. Oh wait.
oh my god, we won't talk about that.
And then
That's a different story.
when they're asleep.
So yeah, real Palpatine move.
Even the Sith won't do that, but Luke did.
Well, Palpatine did it, so I don't know why it was okay for Luke to. But anyway, that's again a different story. Where was I? So yeah, Bane. That's pretty much what Bane thought, and he said, "Well, I'm on the brink of death, and the only way now I don't want to die because she's not strong enough."
Wait, really quick.
Oh my god, I can't finish.
This just reminds me of the the mob. How the next generation.
The mob right now.
The mob right now, the people at the top refuse to give power to the next generation because they don't trust them.
It's all these
with
Gen
anything.
Zers.
Yeah.
They're like these fucking.
They're soft.
They're soft. They break under pressure.
They snitch.
They snitch. They don't
They
keep their
sell
mouth
out.
shut.
Yeah, that's how this feels.
Yeah. Okay. Can I finish now?
Yeah, you can.
Damn.
So, just for context, there was an article talking about that.
Oh yeah.
That the current heads of the families, in the New York,
They're 90
like-
years old.
the New York, the mob in New York.
That's crazy.
They're all old as fuck because they don't want to hand it down to the next generation because they're soft.
They don't
they're
trust
pussies.
them.
They're like- they-
they can't do what needs to be done.
Because
Oh
also
my
apparently a lot of
God.
the new recruits, I guess, the
Mhm.
new guys being coming into the
People on the bottom.
the family,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
people on the bottom, that apparently they snitch immediately.
Because of witness
Like, as soon-
protection
the
and
first-
everything, they're like
As soon as
they
they're
get caught, they
arrested,
snitch.
yeah, as soon as they're arrested or as soon as they get caught and they're offered a deal or whatever, they snitch. There's
So,
no
nothing
sense
gets
of
done
The
because
Tekashi 6ix9ine treatment.
yeah. So apparently, no, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm obviously, boo the mob. It is.
You're getting endorsed by the.
It is funny and interesting to.
we're just
think
talking
about-
about power structures. That's
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, the mob didn't think that she could take over.
Oh, God.
No, so Bane didn't think that she could take it over. So he was like, "Well, I need to live long enough to train a new apprentice."
Oh damn.
And
Hard reset.
exactly. So pretty
Replace.
much that was his plan, and
It sounds
shit goes down.
exhausting being a Sith.
It very
Like,
much
it's
is.
not
It
worth
very
it.
much is.
It's-
It's
And
not.
you have to be
It's not
cranky
worth it.
24/7. Oh
Right?
hell no.
Yeah, no.
Miserable.
So anyway, that is pretty much it. All the obsession with that
Started with him.
started with Darth Bane, and Palpatine is that lineage, that Darth Bane lineage, and he is the one that manipulated and used the rule of two in order to finally push through the vision of the Sith since the days of Darth Bane, right?
Wild.
So it's crazy. And I don't even know why, or I can't even remember why we fucking talk about shit anymore. But yeah.
I was asking about how the consciousness
Oh,
switches.
yeah.
From
It's
body
it's
to
a
body.
dark side ability. It's a very much a Sith ability, and it was lost for many years, with
Okay.
in the Old
So
Republic.
how does
and
that
all
work with Gideon, his original body not being force sensitive? How would his consciousness?
Well, because
change?
that is his original body. So the belief that the Sith have, and pretty much what was happening with Palpatine, is that once you start cloning yourself, your body is not the same as your original body. And there were Sith that believed that you could only reach immortality. Like, the only true way to immortality was through finding a way to live forever, even with your, still with your original body. that cloning yourself
So they had rules.
and that cloning yourself and moving your consciousness into a new body was not like that was like a cop out. Like that was the easy
That's
way.
Interesting.
That's what pretty much what they believed. But like there were Sith like Bane and Palpatine that were like, fuck that, I don't care, I want to live forever.
Idea?
Yeah.
Hypothetically, the Kaminoans had technology with the clones to make their life like twice as fast.
Yeah.
Like for them to, what's the word? To
Accelerate.
Growth acceleration.
Yeah, like the growth acceleration.
Mhm.
Hypothetically speaking,
Could it be
couldn't
backwards?
they go backwards, or would that make you
I don't think so.
Benjamin Button?
I don't think so. I don't think
make you a baby.
I don't think they could extend
How does that
life.
work?
I don't think they could extend life, but they could
Speed it up.
speed it up.
Or
But
you
why
just,
not? You know.
Well, I think that's like a cosmic thing, like where it's like you can't go back in time. You know?
You can go sideways, but you can't go back. I don't know.
I don't know.
We're getting too like.
I mean, you're the fucking one asking how.
I'm just asking
It's
because
all
it's
good.
relevant.
Also, they kept doing the whole biblical scenes, like
Oh yeah.
parting of the seas. Grogu just splitting the fire, just force field,
Yeah,
splitting the
that
seas,
was really cool.
and
was
then
really cool.
back into the baptism type of thing.
The living waters.
Did you guys get the feeling? I thought we were gonna see the mythosaur again because Grogu just like signals at the water,
did.
like, oh, okay,
He didn't come out,
He didn't
but
come
Oh,
out.
okay,
but
They
he
show
was
him.
like
Okay.
he opened his eye.
okay, again,
Yeah.
okay.
I think that's something they're like saving for later.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
But it would have been really cool
It
if
would
he
have been
helps
really
them take
cool,
back
guys.
Mandalore.
So then, are they saving the first one to ride a mythosaur again, Grogu? Then
It's very possible.
That's very possible.
because he has
Okay.
like animal telepathy or whatever.
Yeah, he
True.
can communicate with them.
And he's like part of the Mandalorians.
is that
now,
just a
legit,
Jedi
so.
thing, Force using? Because I don't think that's a Grogu thing. That's just
No,
a
it's
Force
it's
user
it's a
thing, right?
Force user. I think the Sith can do it too, but you know,
Oh, okay,
it's not like a Jedi thing. It's like
it's
a
a
Force.
Force.
user.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are certain abilities that are, you know, that only the Sith can do and only the Jedi can do.
What was the little quote from Palpatine? There's some
Oh,
abilities
There are many
There-
abilities.
considered
Some-
unnatural or some shit.
yeah, that one. Yeah, you know what? You nailed it.
Okay,
Quote
I
him.
tried my best.
Yeah.
Soundbite.
um,
Okay, can we talk about how Din like legally adopts Grogu?
Yes,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
you did.
Dude.
And
That was
Din
beautiful.
Grogu.
It's like, so if his dad signed off on it,
yeah.
it's like, well, his parents aren't here.
And he's like, well,
Well-
let's assume
yeah.
they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the name. His name
Oh, yeah,
is Djarin. His last name is Din.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I like how they did that like Japanese style,
yeah.
like last name.
So he's dinner,
First.
Din.
This fucking guy.
This fucking.
This
I
fucking
had to,
guy.
dude.
Din Grogu. Din Grogu.
Din
I'm-
Grogu.
I'm so excited.
His new name.
Honestly, like, I mean, it's Star Wars. We're used to like very bittersweet endings, right? Or we're used to things being an absolute nightmare, but we still have hope. You know,
Yeah,
we're
I
looking
mean
to the
that's kind of the
future. We
whole fucking
know
point.
In the end, that there will be hope.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is
Yeah.
with this finale, it was like almost too sweet. So what I feel
I think
like,
that's why people are like,
yeah, like people are like, this is Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's so depressing.
I need
Um,
some darkness.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is, since they're giving us such a happy ending across the board, all bows like tied up in a, you know, everything's tied up nicely.
yeah, they're gonna get their shit
They're gonna
rocked
get their shit rocked in that Mando movie.
either in the movie
Yeah.
or in the
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka show.
Yeah, like
Or
in
you know,
something. Yeah, because
Something.
like they gave them this nice moment, like he has his home, he's legally adopted him. They're gonna go like he's now his apprentice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna take him on these new adventures, these new lessons, these new teachings.
yeah,
I think something really bad. I think it's still something really bad still gonna happen, but obviously it's gonna be like a little further down the line.
Mhm.
But like at least we'll have they'll have these moments, you know, like say maybe Din dies in the Mando movie or Grogu has to go a separate way for whatever reason. It's like, at least we know they had this time. You know, we don't know how long it's going to be, if it's a couple months or a couple years, but like, at least we know that they had happiness at one point, right?
True.
Yeah.
Like a
You know
calm
what I mean?
before the storm type of
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
that's how it felt, because this isn't,
Yeah.
this obviously is not the end of the story. We're getting another season, we're getting a movie, so like, there's still plenty of time for things to go wrong.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that people are like,
Fucking.
they're upset that no one died, but they would have been upset if someone died.
Yeah.
So
True.
it's like, which is it?
It's a limbo.
Yeah. I
Like,
like
it's
my
not.
complaint is not that. Oh, I wish. Why didn't fucking Din die? That's
Yeah.
not my complaint. My
Yeah.
my complaint was like, why are you talking all this shit, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
nothing.
When you come around,
But we can come around.
you don't want to post up.
Post it. But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like you guys didn't have to say anything. Like, I would have enjoyed it.
I feel like they were just like,
Just fucking.
they thought they were being
Joshing
silly.
us?
Yeah, like they thought they were being silly. They're like, oh, haha, the fandom thinks they know everything, and the fandom leaks everything, and the fandom has all their crazy theories.
You know,
Yeah.
John was like, wouldn't it be funny if we were like,
That's exactly what
Yeah.
happened. That's exactly what
Yeah.
happened.
that's pretty much.
He's like, you guys were pissed that I put Mando in Book of Boba Fett? Well, there's going to be a Luke level cameo in season 3.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then we got Lizzo.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the cameo. You
We
were
got
joking about it,
swindled.
but that was the cameo apparently.
It was Lizzo.
That's what I just
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was confirming your statement.
Yeah, it was
Exactly.
definitely Lizzo. You know, I really liked this season. I
Yeah.
know
Me too.
Definitely.
there were definitely moments that were like not my favorite, but nothing that like nothing major. Nothing
Nothing that
like-
made me go, oh, this show's mid.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I always have fun watching new Star Wars shows. They're not perfect.
No.
Of course, there are things that I wish I could, like, were different, but, like, it's not enough to take away the excitement for me or, like,
Yeah.
the joy for
Look,
me.
I've gotten to the point where, like, my favorite parts of Star Wars are not canon.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. And for a while at the beginning, after 2012, for a while I was one of those people who was like, well, it has to go this way because this is the story.
Yeah.
These are the characters. It's already established. It's already here. It's already there. Like they already like. There shouldn't be this discussion as of who's in it or
Like,
what's next.
Yeah.
And honestly, even when they announced The Force Awakens and like we saw the trailer and obviously it wasn't, Mara Jade, it wasn't Jason Solo or Jaina and,
Yeah.
it wasn't any of that. I was like, whatever, they're not going to use those stories. That's fine. I'm still excited.
Yeah.
Right. I think that once I got like, when I got upset, when I had my period of like, toxicity, a sprinkle of that was, after The Last Jedi, because,
Yeah.
and honestly, my only complaint with that movie, my biggest complaint with that movie is the way they treated Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
That's my biggest complaint about it. Honestly, it's a great movie. Besides that, if you like that movie, good. Keep loving it. I'm not telling you. This is just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Is as a Luke Skywalker fan, as a fan of the EU, as a fan of his stories after Return of the Jedi, and not even take those completely out of the picture. Just personally for me, it was, the Luke we see in Episode 6 is a completely different Luke that we see in Episode 8.
Yeah.
100%. Or we can even argue it's the same fucking Luke, which even more so is spitting in our face, because Luke should not be making the same mistakes that he makes 30 years prior
Exactly.
as a Jedi Master.
Yeah.
He should not be. Mistake being he reacts out of fear and anger, striking down Vader, realizing after he cuts his hand off and he sees his cybernetic hand and then looks at his own, saying, this isn't how I should respond, or this is not how I should react with feelings.
Yeah.
This is not how I should, make my decisions. This is not how I should react, because I'm going to end up just like him. That's the whole point. That's the whole fucking point of the trilogy.
Yeah.
And then he makes the same mistake in episode 8, reacting out of fear and anger based on thoughts or a peek into his nephew's dreams, where he understood it as the lives of my friends are in danger, but nothing has happened yet. Like, there was no action taken on those thoughts, on those feelings.
What upsets me too about that argument, they're like, oh, like he wanted to save his friends, right? Okay, here, you need to remember that this is his best friend's and sister's son. That he raised.
That he trained.
In canon, Luke and Leia and Han are not good parents. Mm-hmm. They don't know what to do with Ben. They don't know how to handle his powers. They think he's like a lost cause, pretty much. And they make him like Luke's problem. So Luke knowing this, Luke being an orphan, Luke would not.
Look, I don't want to get it. I don't really want to get into this. Is not what this is about. All I'm saying is I had my expectations for Luke.
Yeah.
I had, and not necessarily his story and like what he does and the cool shit he does or whatever.
Yeah.
In his character.
Yeah. His moral standing.
His moral standing. That is the point I'm trying to make. Yeah. And when that didn't happen, when canon contradicted that, that is when I got upset. Like, that's when, like, I went into that movie wanting, like, expecting to love it.
Yeah.
Because I loved The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
I was sad that Han died, but it was for the sake of the story, for the sake of the character development of Kylo Ren, of Ben Solo, right? I was in it. Yeah. I was, Then I saw that in episode 8, and, just kind of how they treated him. And if you like how they treated him, if you think, they did it the right way, that's fine. I'm glad you enjoy that version of Luke, because, you should, enjoy it. I'm glad you do. It's just personally for me, I don't agree with how that was handled.
My boy.
Yeah. And there was a time where I would be arguing online and on comment sections, being like, oh, Luke would never do that, but at the end of the day, after I got that stupid frustration out, it's like, I'm not going to change anyone's mind by fighting with them.
No, literally no.
And also, what do I care if I change them? It doesn't matter if their mind is changed. The point is, I have my understanding and view and opinions of it, and other people can have theirs. And if they do end up seeing what I mean and understanding where I'm coming from, that's great. Yeah. That's awesome. I'm glad you do. But, and if not, then that's fine. It doesn't matter. The point I'm trying to make is that after that, right, I learned to enjoy canon.
Yeah.
I learned to enjoy the stories that we're getting, because as much as I want the story to be like the stories I grew up with, it will never be that way. It will never, ever, 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 ever be that way.
As soon as George sold it.
As soon as George sold it, it was going to be different.
And we all knew that.
And granted, the sequels that George would have made probably were going to be different, but hey, at least it was George Lucas.
Yeah.
And just my opinion, I don't think he would have done that with Luke Skywalker. Just saying. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, I've I learned to come to an understanding with myself
Yeah.
that it's not going to be that way.
Yeah.
And if I want to enjoy Star Wars, if I want to be excited about the new projects, excited about the new movies, excited about the new comics, the games, everything that we've been getting, I need to separate the stories I grew up with, the EU, and canon.
Yeah.
And it's not that hard
No.
because it's never going to be the same. It's never going to be the same story. It's never going to become one again because it simply cannot.
Yeah, there's already a trilogy.
There's already a trilogy.
Tells a different story.
And Disney, as much as you guys want to come in and be like, oh, it's going to be retconned, it fucking is not.
No.
It will not.
There's a theme park.
There's a theme. And look,
retconning anything.
at this point, I don't want them to. Like, I don't need them to. Because
look,
look,
the point?
Look, I can't deny the fact that those are Carrie Fisher's last movies.
Yeah.
Right? That means a lot.
Yeah.
That is significant. That is beautiful. And she had beautiful scenes. And she had meaningful scenes.
Yeah.
And she was our princess. She left us. And that is the last place we see her.
Yeah.
Right? Is in those movies. So I respect those movies. I respect 7, 8, and 9 because, yes, they are still Star Wars. Even if I don't agree with certain aspects of the story, it's still Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, that's not canon.
Yeah.
That's not the real canon. Bro, it doesn't fucking matter what label you put on it. It's still Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's still Star Wars. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Don't talk about it. Don't fucking make it your entire personality to hate it.
Literally.
Is there that little going on in your life
And, like,
where you
also-
have to fucking make it your entire personality that I'm an EU fan and I hate canon?
Yeah. But also, like, one of the biggest
I can hear you writing on the
one of the biggest lessons in Star Wars is, despite all the horrible things that can happen to you, don't become a horrible person.
Literally.
Do not continue the cycle.
Yeah, exactly.
You've become the very thing you swore to destroy. It's like they didn't even watch the movies, I swear.
No, people like to just watch the action. They don't like to take in
like
the
pew
message.
pew.
They don't like to take in the message.
Yeah.
But all I'm trying to say, get it? All I'm trying to say is you can enjoy either or both.
Yeah.
And this is not me giving you my permission, you fucking dick from Twitter that you know who I'm talking about. Piece of shit. I'll show you guys those tweets later, but goddamn. Being cyberbullied in your 20s is so much fun.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes. Anyway. It's just that's a different thing. That's a whole other conversation. All I'm trying to say is you can enjoy both.
Yeah.
Or either or none or fucking,
Yeah.
If you don't like Star Wars, you don't like Star Wars. I don't know what
That's
to tell
fine,
you.
but let people like what they like.
Let people like what they like. I love the EU,
Yeah.
but I also love canon.
Yeah.
I fucking love it both. And the whole fucking message of this is I may have my theories, I may have my expectations and hopes for these new projects that are coming out. But if it doesn't happen exactly how I said it would happen in a theory that we talked about on an episode of our podcast or on a YouTube video or anything,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go on to Twitter and be like, "Oh, that was mid. It was horrible. I hated it." Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Fucking enjoy it. That was some of the coolest freaking Star Wars we've ever seen.
It definitely was.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Like moments that we've never even seen on screen. Like let alone moments that we've barely even seen in comics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's awesome, and we're getting an insanely cool storyline with the Mandalorians and the comeback as a people, as a planet. Who knows? We have no idea what is coming in the future for Star Wars, for this storyline specifically. You know what I mean? Like We have no idea. Remember, there's 30 years in between episodes 6 and 7, and we are 5 years after Return of the Jedi
Yeah.
with Mando. That's where
Yeah.
we are. It's 5 years after. So we still have 25 fucking years
Yeah.
Damn.
to
Plenty of
explore,
time.
for whatever.
Yeah.
To fully flesh out the Thrawn trilogy, to get a movie or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Who knows how many more shows?
Yeah.
So that was a very long-winded fucking rant about nothing. So I hope you guys are still listening. But I don't know. I've just been frustrated.
No, I feel you, because at the end of the day, we're Star Wars fans, right? We love Star Wars, and you would hope that despite our differences, people can still enjoy Star Wars, right? Like, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
So all we're trying to say is we can understand being frustrated with certain stories or how certain things are handled, but don't let it ruin your love of the story.
Exactly.
Don't let a corporation or management or creative differences or deadlines or stupid
literally
things like
anyone.
that. Don't let it ruin the story, the art, the emotion of Star
The
Wars.
world that is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. I don't care about the stories, but like, it's such a unique setting. It's such a unique galaxy, and there's literally nothing else like it. Literally nothing.
Nothing as expansive
Nobody can
as
make.
Star Wars.
Nobody can name anything that can come close to what Star Wars is.
Yeah.
Because it's just it's so big. It's so extensive and in depth, and everything has a fucking backstory, and everything has a, you know what I mean?
A meaning.
A meaning.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just content. It's not just fucking let me throw up this planet and some stars and that's Coruscant. You know?
Yeah.
No, there's fucking meaning in every ounce of what Star Wars is as a fucking,
Yeah.
it's like you can hold it.
Yeah.
Right? So no, I'm not going to let, just because I don't like what they did with Luke, ruin me enjoying Star Wars.
Yeah.
If that's gonna be how I live my life, then I'd rather just not watch Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'd rather just not read Star Wars comics, and I'm not gonna fucking do that.
Yeah.
I'd rather enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's right here. It's in your head. You can fucking
It's
flip.
imaginary.
It's all there. And look, I get the argument too of the people that say, well, I just want them to continue the EU stories.
Yeah.
I fucking agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm not here to say, fuck you, the EU was never canon. And if you say that, you're also a piece of shit. Because all you're trying to do is just humiliate EU fans.
Yeah.
Or like make them feel bad. And like,
Yeah.
that's also shitty. So don't be like that, right?
Yeah.
Because in all reality, yes, they fucking were. Maybe not in George Lucas's mind, but in every ounce of the marketing for anything that ever came out, like Shadows of the Empire, like the Thrawn trilogy, like every fucking novel that came before, like they were all
They didn't just make random stories.
No,
that
it
didn't
wasn't just
connect
like
or make sense or
no.
Yeah.
Like you're high out of your mind if you fucking want to believe or convince anyone that the EU was never canon.
yeah.
Shut up.
Like
shut
the
up.
term canon didn't exist.
No, it wasn't. It was Star Wars. It was Star Wars.
There was
The
no
term
such thing
canon.
as canon.
The term canon came in after Disney bought Star Wars, and they made the EU not canon.
And if
That's
anything,
when it came about.
all George ever said was the movies take priority over any story that's told.
That's literally what he said.
That was
but
the
he
extent
never
of it.
Exactly. And he oversaw every project. He oversaw the Thrawn trilogy.
Yeah.
Like Timothy Zahn consulted with George Lucas in like every step of the way.
Yeah.
Every step of the way he consulted with George, and George had him change so much.
Yeah.
to make sure that it fit with his galaxy, with his world that he's built. And so again, other side of the fucking coin there. But yeah, I would love to see EU stories continued.
And it's very possible.
And it's very
because
possible.
Of the new timeline.
Because not just
that
that,
they
but
just
look who's
shared.
fucking publishing comics now. Right?
Dark
Again, not
Horse.
now, but again, Dark Horse.
Yeah.
Dark Horse is publishing Star Wars comics again, and they fucking slap.
Yeah.
They fucking slap. Dark Horse knows how to do comics. They know what they're doing. They are bringing back writers and artists that used to work on Star Wars before it was handed back to Marvel.
Yeah.
Right? So that's
really
fucking
cool.
awesome. And it's totally possible for Lucasfilm to one day be like, you know what? Let's start publishing. Let's pick back up the Dawn of the Jedi series from the EU and finish publishing that.
Yeah.
Let's pick up the Invasion series that took place in the New Republic era that was never finished. Let's pick that back up.
Yeah. There's no reason they wouldn't.
There
couldn't.
There is a reason they won't, it's because they see how a lot of the EU fandom fucking acts online.
Yeah.
You think that you're gonna throw a tantrum and they're gonna give you what they want or what you want?
Yeah. And there's also the possibility that they do continue these stories and you're like, it's horrible. That's not what would have happened. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Like,
you still complain.
Well,
even
obviously,
if-
there's gonna be people that complain about everything always.
Yeah.
But I would die. Like, there's no reason why they shouldn't. Ignoring the fact that a big portion of the EU fandom is very, very fucking like aggressive about talking about it. Besides that, there's no reason why they wouldn't.
Yeah.
If they if they have their shit together, if they know what they're publishing when, if they know what stories are canon and where they're taking that narrative, there's no reason for them to be like, you know what? If you have the writers, the artists, the publishers, whatever, continue that series.
Especially if they're working with the people that worked on them
Exactly.
in the past.
Exactly.
It's like, hey, do you still have that draft?
Not only that, but I don't know if anyone remembers this, but fucking they have already done it once before and they've only done it once. So it's possible that they could do it again. Is they published a issue 108 and it was a continuation of the original Marvel Comics line of Star Wars.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, it happened in like 2015. It was like
Yeah.
it was like in between episodes 7 and 8
Okay.
coming out
Okay.
when they did that. And I remember I was super fucking excited because they released the comic and it had the Legends banner. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't care because they were publishing Legends again.
Yeah.
And I said, I have to buy it. I bought every fucking variant, I bought 2 of them, not 2 of every variant. I bought 2 of cover A and then I got like all the other variants. And they've done it before.
Yeah.
They've done it.
That's
And
possible,
and it's
yeah.
possible. And they're also publishing the omnibuses or like the trade paperbacks of they're republishing the collections of Legends stories, of Legends comics. They're also republishing like Legends novels.
Yeah.
Like as we speak, like some are coming out next week, I think, or soon, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's totally possible. It's 100% possible, and I fully support it. I fucking fully support it. But I'll tell you what doesn't fucking help is being nasty and aggressive online with anyone that says anything about liking canon.
Yeah.
Like it's not fucking hating canon is not a prerequisite to being an EU fan.
No.
It fucking isn't. And it turns so many people off.
Yeah.
So many people. Even me, I'm an EU fan and I can't fucking talk to some of these idiots. Because they're so they fucking immediately jump to conclusion.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, you're saying this." I'm like, "I never said that."
Yeah. They put you in a box immediately.
Exactly.
Oh, you like the Mandalorian? Well, you must love this.
Oh, you're excited for Thrawn?
You're not a real fan.
Who said EU fans were happy? that Thrawn is coming
I
back.
don't know if you're an EU fan.
What?
If you're not excited for Thrawn
The
in
fuck?
live action.
So, I mean, I guess to expand, since we're getting really into this, some fucking dickhead on Twitter. So when I think this was during Star Wars Celebration when all these announcements were coming out, and we got announcements from like that the Dawn of the Jedi era was coming, and like Thrawn was coming back, and we saw Thrawn in live action for the first time, and we saw Lars Mikkelsen as Thrawn, and like and then the new Jedi Order was announced, and all that stuff. When all those announcements came out, I like retweeted someone's post that showed like the Dawn of the Jedi and Thrawn, something like that, and I was like, EU fans are like eating good or some shit, because I'm excited to see.
Triggered.
I'm excited to see fucking Thrawn in live action.
Crazy.
And I'm excited to see
concept.
Dawn of the Jedi back, you know?
And getting a movie.
Are you kidding me? I never in a million... If you would have told me that shit, I would have fucking been like, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
You
know?
were literally just reading those comics.
I was just reading
like
those
a couple
comics.
months ago.
Literally.
And you were like, these are so cool. Like, I hope they do something with this one day.
Yeah. Well, and they pulled so much from those comics specifically for Mando season 2.
Yeah.
Like Tython. Fucking Tython. And fucking... Oh my god, I can't remember now. But there's so much in the Dawn of the Jedi comics.
The crystal from Andor.
Oh yeah, the crystal from Andor is from the Rakkanen invaders or whatever, and that's literally from that era of Dawn of the Jedi. Is the Rakkanen Empire that takes over the entire galaxy, and enslaves the entire fucking galaxy and fucking destroys Tatooine pretty much. Like, they're the ones that make the Star Forge, and like it's all Old Republic or Dawn of the Jedi, that era. Yeah. I was fucking flipping out because I was like, they're pulling so much of it.
That
of course I'm
these
excited.
Things are being included in canon.
Exactly. And then fucking a couple of dickheads, but one specifically, you know who you are. They come to the comments or like the replies and they're like, how could anybody be happy? Like, how could we be eating good if they're like, they're like shitting all over I don't even care. But they were like super nasty. I'm like, what do you say? Like, why are you arguing with me? Like, I'm just excited for Thrawn. Yeah. And then it's gotten so bad to the point where this fucking psychopath has made a fake account of me on Facebook. Yep. And like reposts like most of my shit and like with dicks on it and like a child. I know who he is.
A child.
I know who it is. It's so funny because it's like he's hiding behind these accounts, and I'm like, I know it's you. But like I don't pay attention to it because I'm like, why the fuck am I gonna give this idiot the time? It's like you're in high. And what's funny is like he's like in his 40s.
No.
Yeah, dude, or like fucking late 30s. I don't know, but way older than me.
Yeah, like too
and
old
I'm like,
to be acting like this.
Why are you acting like a fucking high schooler? Yeah. Like high schoolers do that.
That's and then he was like trying to flex.
Middle schoolers.
He's like, this guy like loves my YouTube videos, and I have a website, and he hasn't posted in like 3 years.
That's a different guy. Apparently they're friends.
Oh, I thought this was the same.
That's a different guy.
Oh, okay.
So that first guy.
Why are you hating from outside the club? You can't even get in.
Exactly. Fucking. But it's funny. I know who it is, right? But it's just.
Long story short, he could not fathom that Arakel could be excited about Thrawn being in canon.
And for Dawn of the Jedi.
Which
like,
is
I'm
not
like, I don't know how the
anything
fuck...
new because that happened in Rebels like almost 10 years ago.
Well, I'm excited to see a character from the EU in live action.
But he wants Thrawn to have nothing to do with canon, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Because
he's like, we don't... 10 years ago. Why are you upset?
The argument...
It already happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now he's going to be in live action. And Arakel was excited.
Yeah.
And the guy got upset because Arakel said EU fans are eating good. And because he wasn't excited, he went on like a tirade.
Oh my god. Dude,
it's as simple as keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Or
Or shut the fuck up.
Well, that's part of one.
Oh, sorry.
Or you can say, I'm a little hesitant to see him in live action. I'm a little hesitant to
Like,
Yeah,
see
have a
part of
conversation.
dialogue, yeah.
Have a fucking conversation.
A healthy conversation, not fighting, not calling someone names, not trying to humiliate someone.
The ironic part is
trolling.
like the planets align, right? Because he's trying so hard to make a stupid ass point that he wastes lifetime to create this
Literally.
stupid like fake account. Like,
Yeah,
bro, you're
dude.
losing, dude. How is that a win for you?
Exactly.
Let me use my own resources, my own
Like
time.
he had to make another email
Oh my
to make another Facebook account.
What an idiot.
To make a Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, how much time
You spent
you
a whole
fucking have?
evening photoshopping dicks onto our pictures.
Oh,
Bro, read a
God.
book, get a job, get
Like-
laid, do something, bro.
Dude, dead
Fuck,
ass.
touch grass.
Like,
Jesus.
it's fine if you want to disagree, but just don't be a dick.
Dead
Yeah.
ass.
Just don't be a dick.
Literally.
Are you trying to find the thread?
And then didn't his account get deleted?
You're mixing the two guys,
Okay, never
but yes, the first guy that was like adding me, that guy, I do have the screenshots of that guy, but
You
you
don't
know,
have to like get into the nitty gritty.
no, we don't have to get into it, but
The point is, just be nice
Just
online.
be fucking nice.
You don't have to agree on everything, but don't turn everything
Stay in
into
your lane.
an argument.
no, what was funny is that first guy that I got into it with, or got into it with me, like I was not
Yeah.
looking for a fight, but this is the tweet pretty much. I won't show all of the responses or whatever.
Want me to show it up?
Yeah, you can show it. It's right here. I was retweeting a picture by a friend who posted this picture of the Heir to the Empire cover, and on one side of on one hand, Joris is holding the Dawn of the Jedi, and on the other hand, he's holding the New Jedi Order era symbol. And I quote tweeted it saying, "I couldn't be happier right now. EU fans are eating good today," and I put like a crying face because I was so happy. And apparently that fucking triggered multiple people. Multiple people.
So upset. Like, so upset.
And so yeah, and then that was the tweet that triggered everyone. And then I go over here, and I think I tweeted the next day. I was like, where is it? Here. So I said, when you can't fit into either side of the fandom, Jesus, excuse me. When you can't fit into either side of the fandom because canon fans diss you for liking the EU and hoping to see those stories continued again, and EU fans diss you for enjoying canon, right?
Yeah.
And oh well, here's the dickhead. So this is the guy that pretty much made the fake account and that has been not just harassing me, but harassing Legends Con, and he harassed
Damn.
Becca Soka, a good friend of ours.
Oh my god.
Bro.
that was a
Horrible, like
whole other
horrible,
thing.
horrible, calling her like horrible things, horrible names, like pretty much like slut shaming her
Dude.
for having an OnlyFans.
Like being nasty.
Like being nasty, horrible. Fuck this guy. Like fuck this guy. And so his response to what I said, and he's referring to that original tweet where I said that I was happy and that EU fans were eating good because I am an EU fan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? He goes, "Of course you shouldn't be dissed for enjoying canon. You can like whatever you like, but many EU fans felt let down by yesterday's announcements, and to say EU fans are eating good today was in poor taste, especially being on the board of
Yes.
Legends Con, which should champion the EU. First of all, who the fuck are you?"
Deadass, he walks as if he has the official
Yeah.
banner of all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "I am the EU." Like, go
Deadass.
fuck yourself. Go fuck
Okay,
yourself.
Him saying that it was in poor taste. Saying something is in poor taste is when you make a joke about someone that just died.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's how he acts. That's literally what
like,
he's saying.
He's taking this way too serious. Like, it was a tweet
I'm like, bro, it was
about him
not-
being excited.
It wasn't even. It
Yeah,
was.
dude.
It was
Like,
a
what?
comment of my excitement,
What?
and he's like,
in poor taste.
in poor taste, bro.
And then being on the board of Legends Con, like,
First of all,
Why are you bringing Legends Con
yeah, why are you bringing Legends Con into this?
into it?
And why do I need to fucking hate canon to be helping organize an expanded
Exactly.
universe
No, that's
convention?
not, and that is not
You're
at
out of your
all
mind.
what Legends Con is trying to do.
No, that's
It's
the whole
not-
point.
It's not just us, oh, we love canon, and everyone else involved hates canon, goes out of their way to hate on it.
No,
Everyone involved in Legends Con loves Legends
and enjoy
and
canon.
enjoys canon.
Yes,
And
because
doesn't fight with people for no reason.
no,
my
and if you don't like the EU, or if you are not educated about the EU, they're not like, well, you're a fake fan and
No.
you all this shit. No, they fucking say, oh, well, the EU is awesome. There's these really cool books that actually Thrawn is was
Yeah, if you
introduced
like
in these
this
books,
story, maybe
and
you'll
we're
like
about to
this
see him in canon. So if you like Thrawn, you might like these books.
You should have
Shit like
sent them the scene of Din telling the youngling like, "Don't speak."
One does not speak unless one knows.
It's
okay?
like, why does it have to be like life or death?
So, just so you see what the fuck, because it's literally here, like the shit he was saying about Becca Soka, which I don't want to like
So gross.
mirror, or like I don't want to like.
I'm not gonna show it. You can.
Yeah, don't show it. I'll just if I find it.
You summarize.
But our friend Becca's boyfriend fucking clapped back, his fiance or her fiance, clapped back in like one of the best ways.
Yeah.
Was absolutely hilarious and shit on this guy.
Shit on him.
Shit on him. Oh wait, it wasn't his personal. It was his fake Legends Con updates.
Oh yeah,
account.
so he also made
That's-
a Legends Con updates page where he also harasses and talks shit about Legends Con.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's
What a lowlife,
we have
dude.
a hater.
Yeah.
We're official.
Yeah, we must be doing something right.
Yeah. Here he is.
So I'm not gonna.
No. Yeah. Let me just find the fucking replies.
But yeah, this like, what a waste of space, time. Like,
Yeah. So, should we show this?
Maybe not. Like,
just
I don't know,
summarize
I
it,
just-
because
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
No.
wanna
Yeah. I'll
make
just
it a
summarize
bigger
it
thing
because
than it was.
Beck. Yeah.
Because I'm not sure how she wants people
Yeah,
to
true.
talk
No,
about it.
yeah.
No,
I
yeah.
won't say anything. But he pretty much tweets her photos
Yeah.
and then a screenshot of her like OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
And because she also cosplays EU characters. She cosplays Bastila. She has one of the coolest Bastila
Yeah.
cosplays I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And she's awesome. She's one of the coolest fucking people in the community.
Yeah.
We love her and Ryan. Love them both. And so I guess she had tweeted something about Legends Con promoting it, and this dickbag decides to post her photos and says, some say Stormy Daniels may be the next announced cosplayer at Legends Con. More at 11. So if you don't know who Stormy Daniels is,
Bruh,
she's a
no.
porn star.
Yeah.
And so he's calling her a porn star.
And like
Yeah.
degrading her,
Degrading
not
her.
being like
not like it's
not
obvious.
positive. Yeah.
It's not positive.
Yeah.
And then Ryan steps in and he goes, can you please explain exactly what you mean by this and what your specific connection to Legends Con is? Thank you. And so this idiot responds, he goes, thank you for your interest in our article. GNN is a media corporation that reports on events taking place throughout the galaxy. GNN also has smaller bureaus which take local news stories and transmit them to wider audiences. This page is dedicated to providing updates on Legends Con.
Why does he sound like a fucking robot?
Because
Yeah.
this is
He
part of
thinks
his
this is a
troll. He thinks
super
it's
professional.
yeah.
What
So-
an idiot.
So I'm not gonna go into that one much more. But what's funny is after him and like Ryan just keeps shitting on him, and then he fucking finally Ryan blocks him, and so does Becca. And so this dumbass posts the screenshot that he was blocked, and he goes, "No news updates today. However, we're proud to have picked up some new fans. We're delighted to have such great leaders and such great readers and viewers here at GNN. We can't wait to meet them in person at LegendsCon in a few months' time. So just obviously mocking.
But that sounds like I'll see you.
Yeah, he likes to make it sound positive, but it's condescending.
No, like to me that sounds like, oh, I'm gonna be there just to keep mocking though. That sounds like a threat.
We know who he is.
Yeah.
So it's like we can we're gonna do.
Security, like,
all we're gonna do is
this
give
guy, don't let
security
him in.
a photo, and he's not. And even if he gets in, he will get escorted out.
Yeah.
Because this guy has given
He's
multiple
harassed
multiple people. Yeah, multiple people involved in LegendsCon, not just me. I'm not here to be like, oh, I'm a victim.
No.
Fucking, I don't care, because.
But this guy has
crossed
the line
dude,
multiple times with multiple
definitely.
people.
What the fuck?
So Ryan responds to the tweet of him being blocked by him, and he says, "I unblocked you to clarify two things, Scott. You got called out because you implied that a woman who posts sexy content somehow shouldn't be involved with a fan-run convention. And you most assuredly will not be communicating with me or my partner in person at any time." So this psycho responds saying, "Fascinating. Let's set up an interview to learn more about this scoop. Would you be available to discuss this at, let's say, the OnlyFans LegendsCon vendor booth in September?"
This guy has like
out of his mind.
This association freaking
No,
he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
True, but he's oh my god, he's like
he's trying to act like
he's like, oh, I'm just reporting the news.
I'm doing it for the people, you know.
What's funny is like no one sees his tweets except for us.
Yeah,
because he tags us. Like he tags LegendsCon. He'll tag me. He'll tag people like Ryan, and like all the people that he's adding, he will literally tag them. And it's like, we're the only ones seeing your tweets. None of his tweets have likes. That's the funniest part. None of his shit gets any attention.
Any traffic whatsoever. Yeah.
None. Fucking none. And he has like 4 followers.
But
3 followers. Sorry.
And I'm sure it's all him.
Two of them are him.
It's all him.
Yeah. One is him.
He's such a fucking idiot. Who makes an account to troll people
and then follows
it with their personal account?
What an
idiot.
That's rule number 1. That's literally rule number 1.
Oh my god. But yeah.
Anyways.
Enough giving time to these losers.
No, yeah. No more. I just thought we'd talk about it because that's what we've been fucking dealing with.
Yeah.
Is cyberbullying in our fucking adult life.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Jesus.
I mean, not that we expected this, but like we knew there were going to be people that were like, meh, you know?
Yeah.
But there are more people.
There are more people that are
excited about this show, that are supportive of the show. There are a lot of people that are like, man, I wish I lived in Southern California because I would be there.
There's people flying in.
Like, there's people flying in. Yeah. Like, we've had a really good, positive
response.
It's just been this one guy that's
just literally just this one guy. Just like, this dude.
But everyone that's involved wants to have a positive, safe, fun convention for people that love.
And we're making sure we do.
Yeah.
True. We're making sure we do.
That's literally our top priority is that people feel safe and have fun.
Yeah.
And can enjoy what they enjoy.
So yeah, if you are planning on going to LegendsCon, there's nothing, you don't need to worry about this crazy guy.
No.
He's just that's all he is. It's a crazy guy on the internet, and there's plenty of those.
Make some merch.
Exactly. But yeah, you know, fuck these people. Fuck people like this.
Make it an Easter egg hunt. It's like, if you find them, help us escort it out, and you get this bag of goodie bags or whatever.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Hey, bounty.
Yeah, exactly. No, I just want to talk about it because he's literally coming after me personally. Like, for what? For what?
Like, the Twitter thing was like, whatever. But now that he made a fake Facebook page and is posting pictures of you, like
talking mad shit. Like, it's not even
and like putting dicks on your pictures. Like, come on, dude. Like,
look, honestly,
it's not
funny.
I think it's funny
looking at it. right?
Mhm.
To me, be like, really? This is the time?
Yeah.
This is what you do with your time?
Yeah.
Like, personally, I do think it's funny. But I don't think anyone else thinks it's funny.
Like, no one is
Literally no one.
scrolling on Facebook like...
Literally no one. Literally no one.
Oh, you got him! Got him!
God.
Like,
Look at that.
people are just like, oh,
No, yeah.
yikes, and they keep scrolling.
I think it's. I personally do think it's hilarious that people can be this sad.
True.
Dude, like, I barely
Like,
have time
really?
for myself. Like,
Really?
how do you have
Yeah.
so much time?
Exactly.
You can't
to
deal with
make
your
all
fucking
these-
virginity
Like,
and
Take this time and go read the EU that you're so fucking obsessed
literally
with. Go
fucking.
read a book. Go read a comic. Go escape into another world. 'cause
What's
you clearly
funny?
Can't handle
What's
this
funny
one.
is like, it's like these are the fucking people. Oh my god, that like blow my mind. It's like, you learned nothing from Star Wars.
No,
Facts.
literally.
You learned nothing from Star Wars, and if you learned anything, you learned it from the wrong examples in Star
Like,
Wars,
is Palpatine your hero?
Yeah.
right? Right? Like,
Let's cause destruction everywhere we go.
Just mayhem.
Like how
Every
just
person
fucking-
miserable.
How childish do you have to be to do stuff like that? Like,
oh my god.
you know what I'm saying?
Shut
Like,
up.
why?
Um, we won't be putting that on screen.
No, obviously not.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's. I just think it's funny. I think it's funny that there's nothing better to do
Yeah.
than to fucking
Like-
troll me. I guess.
Yeah, like. Okay.
I mean,
dude.
I'm flattered.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
No, yeah, you're official.
I guess I
Yeah,
officially
like-
I made it.
You
Yeah.
have a hater.
I have a hater. Oh,
Welcome to the club.
love you, Scott.
Oh,
Jesus. Oh my god. But anyway,
Scott Pilgrim shits on Fandom.
Anywho, we will continue loving Star Wars.
yeah, we're
and
here to fucking
enjoying
vibe.
Star Wars, just in spite of you.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm kidding. I don't do anything for anyone.
I don't think that came out the way you
Like-
wanted it to.
I love what I love. I love what I love, regardless of how other people
Okay.
feel about it.
There
I
we
don't
go.
let other people's things affect what I enjoy.
And that's that fucking word. There we go.
Yeah.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think that's a good place to fucking sign off on.
Arakel had his therapy session.
Yeah, thank you for hearing me out.
Yeah.
I hope you feel better.
No, yeah. I like, in all honesty, all honesty, I think it's personally, I think it's funny. I don't like, it's not like, it doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, I have better shit in my life. You know, I actually,
Yeah.
have a life.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're gonna get married.
Yeah, I'm getting
Pretty
fucking married.
soon.
You think I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
This fool's like,
what is
Not even
Scott
gonna make a
thinking
dent.
about right now? Oh, I guess I'll know in the morning.
I'm gonna check his
Yeah.
Twitter. I have his notifications on, so every time
Yeah.
there's a post, I get notified immediately.
oh god.
God.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Oh, well, that was fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So in. Oh my god. Legends Con is gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That is my personal guarantee.
Yeah.
It will be awesome. It'll be fun and positive.
Yeah.
If first of all, if you're an EU fan, you should be there.
Yeah.
You should be there because it is the event for us, for EU fans, for anyone who's ever enjoyed a Legends comic, a Legends book, a Legends game, which fucking most of them are. It's gonna be the place to celebrate all of that,
Yeah.
right?
And even if you don't
And
like
well,
know,
that's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm
Yeah.
getting to is even if you've never enjoyed any of not enjoyed, but you've never experienced any of that,
or like don't know where to start.
or don't know where to start, this
True.
event will be perfect for you because it's run by and will be filled by EU fans that are not part of this toxic fucking like
Yeah.
agenda of hating anything else that comes out because it contradicts X book or whatever. So it's like this is the perfect place to go to be immersed in what the EU community is, right? What the EU fandom really is, what these stories are really about, what these books and comics and games represent.
And you can meet the authors and the artists and talk to them about it.
Exactly. You can meet the people that actually brought them to life.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a very unique experience because also, let's be honest, Celebration does not pay attention to the EU side of Star Wars. And I love Star Wars Celebration. I'm sad I missed it, and we're definitely going to be in Japan. But, you know, when I go, it is sad sometimes to see that there's nowhere to buy comics.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to buy EU books or, you know, anything EU. There's no love for the EU other than seeing cosplayers. Yeah. Right? That's the most you'll get. And yeah, there's merch like, you know, old figures and stuff like that, but you don't find like a fucking Star Killer figure just at one of the booths, you know, and if you do, it's one, and that's it. Mm-hmm. It's the only one in the convention center. So yeah, I think it's going to be a very, very unique experience, a very unique show. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're super, super excited for it, and we're very grateful to be a part of the planning process and to be included in, you know, I mean, if you would have told little me that I'd be helping organize a convention inspired by the expanded universe, I'd probably shit myself.
Yeah, like, I'd be like, no way.
At IKEA.
Yeah, you literally.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Well, yeah, I think, we'll sign off on that. Check out Legends Con. Check out Galactic Empire and their new album coming out on May 5th. So Revenge of the 5th. Legends Con tickets go up in price on May 4th. So get them while they are still cheap. And join us there for an awesome, awesome event. We're super excited. And also stay tuned for May the 4th celebrations on our end. We're doing a special episode of the podcast. We're doing our May the 4th release of our new pin. And, you know, it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. You know, Star Wars month is coming up. So it's going to be awesome. Best time of the year. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening, for watching. I just ask that you please make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the channel, to the show. It helps us immensely. You have no idea. And we honestly want to hear your feedback. We'd love to know what you think of the show, how you enjoyed Mando, you know, what you liked, what you disliked. Let's talk Mando. And if you'd like to email us, go ahead and shoot us an email at punchitchewiepodcast@gmail.com. And we check those every day. If you want to send us a funny video, if you want to send us a meme, anything at all for the show, go ahead and send that there. But besides that, that is all we have this week. Yeah. We love you all. Thank you so much. And we will see you next week. Bye.